week's Curse of Strahd. It would help if I unmuted my mic for all of that, so actually no one heard that. That was just for the players. Players, you can keep that. So, you guys, welcome to the Curse of Strahd stream. First of all, here are my social links. Get on the Discord. It's an amazing, inclusive place where people talk about D&D and TTRPGs and help each other out with setups and all sorts of stuff all the time. So head on over. It's a real friendly place to be. Twitter, if you want to get into a game, send me a DM on Twitter, and I will get you a game. However, it will not be this year. If you want a game at the minute, send me in a request, and I will get you a game, but it will be in next season starting in January. YouTube, you can go and catch up on this season and all the other series this season over there. We also have a Patreon. Head over and check that out. There is exclusive and non-exclusive stuff over there for you to check out. We have exclusive content like voice files and that sort of thing, and we also have free to view articles over there. Another one of which will be released on Thursday. We also have merchandise, which is very comfy and very nice. We're wearing it all weekend, and it kept us lovely and warm and cozy. And we have sponsors in Bird in the Storm Publishing, who do pretty much all of their stuff for charity. So all of their proceeds go on to charity. They've got some lovely merch over there, and they'll be producing us some new, they'll bringing us some new content in January. We also have Mage Hand Press. Tune in on Thursdays to see their Space D&D 5e reskin called Dark Matter, which is Alice's campaign where Blister and Alara try and mess up the universe or try and survive the universe or something like that. It's really cool. If you like the sound of it, head over and check out the free 30-page review and the pre-order Dark Matter material there. We also have a tweet today. Every 10 retweets will not give a Wild Magic Surge today. Today, instead of Wild Magic Surges, I'll be using a list of references from this book, because it's Halloween. And in this book, there is a lovely little list of things that I can give players, so we're going to be extra spoopy. Yay! That's me waffling. Why don't we go around and say hi to the players? So, we will start... Do you know what? We'll start in the middle today. We never start in the middle. So, we will start with Rachel today, and we will pan outwards. Rachel.
I saw Alice do it and was like, even though we all talked about what happened last session right before we went live, so we're all kind of prepared. But hi, my name is Rachel, or OBaby190 here on the internet, and I am going to be playing Sophie, the older sister of the two halflings, even though one of them is still passed out in this house somewhere. Sophie's very much done with this house. She's done with the creepy children. She's done with the changing scenery. She's done watching her friends fall into spike pits. She's ready to just like yeet on out of here, you know, just go on get. So I'm very excited.
Just draw a big old line under the whole thing.
just be done with it. So here's to hoping that we don't die and that Sophie doesn't lose another finger today. Although it'd be kind of cool. We'll see. I don't know.
Cool. Sorry, who lost the recap thing? Excellent. So we'll go to Alice next.
Hello, I'm Alice. I'm playing Bob, the changeling who prefers tabaxi form most. Well, at the moment, it seems to be the most useful form. He's a rogue. He is now basically becoming cat dad and trying to keep all these lovely people from dying, even though one's passed out, one's lost a finger, and one walked straight into a pit trap, so he's kind of pulling his hair out at the moment. But yeah, Bob's okay.
Fantastic. And so last but most certainly not least, and with our wonderful recap as well, Kelly. Oh, hi.
Hi. I'm Kelly, aka Lane on Twitter. That's pretty much where you can find me. And I play Talia, who is currently recovering from a rough week. Well, a couple of hours, actually. So let's see. Last week, we found ourselves in the death house still, and it opened with us losing Suri to the floor. She just kind of got sucked right in, and we had to go find her. And when Bob and Sophie kind of ran off after her, Talia realized that the dollhouse in the room they were at was a perfect replica of the house, so she started investigating it and ultimately ended up possessed by a ghost kid. A ghost of a kid. Who essentially managed to help them all figure out that they were looking for the basement of the house and that there was a secret door in the attic. After much spoopery, we eventually ended up, I've decided that's a word, we eventually ended up in the attic and went into the basement. And after a few fights, which we don't actually do a whole lot of, we've done a lot of running, but we had a few fights, and then we found Suri, well, her body, again, who happened to be possessed by Ghost Kid number 2. And the Ghost Kid possessed Suri kind of rejoined our party. We did a lot of wandering around in what appears to be kind of catacombs almost under this house, a very sprawling basement into the dark. Found some awesome loot, and then just as we were getting ready to go into the next section, someone, namely myself, just barely failed a perception check and walked right into a spike pit with the possessed Suri in tow, and both of us fell practically to our deaths. But after some happy dog noises, some successes on some death saving throws, and some dexterous moves by Bob, we were saved, and we ended up taking a long rest. And I have made this post-it note to put on my computer screen that reminds me that I have nat 20s.
That's an important post-it note to have. That is
because
an
I'm an
important...
idiot.
Awesome.
So, I think that was everything.
We took a long rest.
We did.
Sleep will slowly take all of you. I believe one of you was keeping watch. Who was keeping watch?
Bob.
Who got a level of exhaustion for doing so, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. So we will start then with Sophie. Sophie, you are sitting on a cliffside. The cliff is black. It overlooks the village. Behind you is a castle. And next to you stands a tall man. Robes hiding most of his figure, but his face looks gaunt and thin. Pale. Pale like the grave.
Hello?
She is down there.
Who?
My beloved.
Like down, straight down, or like over in the town, down?
The town. They have warded the mayor's manor, so I cannot see her, except when she leaves.
Is this like one of those dream things, or are you actually the one that they keep talking about?
He looks down at you, his eyes pierce through your skull. They seem to look at you with the weight of thousands of years. Lightning flashes behind him. Would you like to find out?
I mean, is that a violent question? Because I'm not really the violent type. What's funny?
You're so nervous.
Well, I haven't had the best couple of days, gestures to her missing finger.
Yes, I've seen that.
So I don't really think I can be blamed.
He sits on the cliffside with you. They call me the Devil Strahd. So,
Wonderful.
a devil I am not. Cursed I am.
You're cursed?
Plagued.
Did someone do the whole thing to you?
Cursed to never see my lover again. You see, long ago my brother, he designs to take her from me, have her as his own bride. I was off leading our armies into this very valley, where I was sealed. As far as I know, whilst I was here, they lived and died in their own time. And yet the mayor's daughter, same face, same voice. It is her. It is Tatiana. Reformed somehow, to be spun out again.
Alright. And you just want to be with her, I'm guessing?
But of course, wouldn't you want the same?
I guess. She's just gonna say sure, because she's a little freaked out by this guy.
Your nerves are wise. Ismark has approached you.
Yeah, he seems nice enough.
He wishes to take her away from me, take her somewhere deeper into the valley. Would you help me lift this awful curse?
You're asking, are you like me, or is this like the royal, like?
Just you, Sophie.
Well, what I mean, a couple of things. One, I haven't heard the best things about you. God, please don't hurt me. I'm sorry. And two, my friends kind of also didn't hear good things about you, so that's kind of not really our objective. But also three, if I did, what's in it for me?
I'm glad you asked. You see, I have also not heard good things about you. Grave robbing.
Okay, well, there's
Your
a story
sister's
behind that.
affliction.
Hey,
I believe it's only 4 days until the full moon.
that's not her fault. You can't blame her for that.
No, I can't blame her for that yet, but when she turns, it will be bloody. And I imagine you being closest to her will be the first to die.
Hey, no, she wouldn't kill me.
Poor sweet summer child.
I was born in the fall, but I'm gonna forget that statement.
This leads us neatly to what's in it for you. Agree to take Ismark's quarry, my Tatiana. But instead of taking her wherever he asks you to take her, bring her instead to my castle. I have the cure for lycanthropy. I can cure your sister.
How can I trust you?
You have me at my word.
That's not much. No offense.
But I ask you, how many people speak well of their ruler? Did the barkeep not turn over? Did the barkeep have no wine? that the villagers have no bread. In a land cursed as this, I do my best to make them at least able to survive.
Why can't you just lift the curse?
The curse befalls on me and all of those who have helped me, including their family lines.
Well, if I give you a maybe?
I did not expect an answer straight away.
Really? You kind of seem like the expect an answer straight away kind of guy.
And that, I think you will find, is the problem with assumption. He stands again, walking away from the cliff. Of course, you can choose whether to trust me or not, but either way, I warn you, you have 4 days until your sister becomes a real problem for you. Sleep well, Sophie.
Okay. She doesn't exactly know how to respond, just kind of stares at this figure that's towering over her.
He walks away, the mist envelopes him.
I guess she'll just kind of watch him vanish and then just look back out over the town and what the hell? And just like pinch herself to see if she's dreaming or not.
You are dreaming.
Okay. Perfect. So she pinches herself in her dream.
Yeah, that'll probably bring you out of your sleep, actually. You'll probably wake up.
Just, what the Bob.
Before we go to the conversation with Sophie and Bob, why don't we enter Talia's dreams? Talia, where would your dreams take you by choice?
I think Talia is dreaming of home, specifically of her church. And you can kind of see her enter what's usually a very crowded chapel worship space. And it's just her. Alone.
And how do you know that something is wrong?
I think as she walks in, not only is what's usually at least a handful of people there, it's usually very empty, it's usually very well lit, but as she walks in, a breeze blows out all of the candles that are lit around the room, although there's no window open.
Strangely dark in the church.
Yes, and she kind of moves to light like the nearest candle and walk towards the altar.
As you light the candle, the church around you looks as though it's been ransacked. The pews are broken. The altar has been not desecrated, but anything on it has been certainly spilt and such. If it's made of stone, it won't be damaged, but it's been displaced.
And she's somewhat shocked because I think the few moments before when it was originally lit, when she first walked in, it didn't seem that way. And so she's unnerved, and she goes to try and straighten up the altar immediately and kind of whispers like a quiet hello just to see if there's anybody still in the space with her. She's like, hello.
There's no answer. Your whisper echoes off the walls. But the table, you can see certain things look as though they've been gouged with large talons or claws.
Sorry, dog. And this unsettles her. It's not right. And after she kind of sets things back as she should be, she goes and kind of moves the candle to try and look through all the corners of the room. Just make sure that she's alone.
As you move the candle across, you catch large scratch marks in a wooden veneer across the wall. The scratch marks number 4, and they drag along as though someone was dragging a hand along the wall. But a hand much too large to be human.
And you go and you just see her kind of touch the wall and kind of as if she's trying to understand the marks, and then she follows them and sees if she can see where they went.
As you follow the marks, you can see the claws, the scratches getting closer together, and then becoming blunter. After a while, there is blood on the wall, and your investigation will find a torn off nail on the ground, as though someone has clawed until their hand could no longer claw, and still carried on dragging. Around the corner, you can see silhouetted by a light a large wolf creature against the wall. Like its shadow is cast against the wall, long, intimidating, scary, breathing steadily. Strangely at peace for its surroundings.
So it seems to her like the shadow is coming from something that's like around the corner, basically. And she's gonna whisper again. Hello.
Hear a muffled sob.
And she immediately turns the corner.
Curled in a ball, you find Suri. Her clothes torn, bleeding, softly crying.
And Talia rushes to her side and kind of kneels down next to her and puts the candle next to them. And like slowly reaches a hand out and she goes, Suri.
No. You can't be.
Suri, what are you talking about? It's me.
Killed you. I killed you all.
You didn't hurt any of us. Well, you didn't hurt me.
Ripping your throat out and feasting on the warm blood that came from within. Suddenly, Talia, you'll be reminded of the blood scenes, the ones that you have been privy to before.
And she shudders. I imagine not only is she remembering some of these moments of the blood gushing out of the shower and these other hallucinations that she feels she's had, but she also kind of can almost picture when she and Suri fell, and like from a bird's eye view, picture the blood that must have pooled in that situation. And the pain on Suri's face then as well as now. And she goes, Suri, I'm right here and I'm fine. If anything, it's my fault that you're hurt. This isn't you. We'll fix this. What can I do to help? Yes, I promise. We'll fix this.
Make the wolf go away.
Can't right now, but we will. We will make it go away. We know there's a cure. They told us there's a cure.
It's coming.
Just hold on, Suri. Just remind yourself what it's like to be Suri. Think of Sophie. Think of how much you care about her. Think of cows and troubles and jewelry boxes.
soft as anything in your ear. You don't belong here.
And she's gonna look around.
There's nothing there, but you can see the wolf shadow has moved. And the wolf shadow is leaning into the head of your shadow.
And she kind of... I belong next to my friend. So I believe I belong here.
The wolf snarls and dives for you. You see its claws rip into your shadow, and you feel cuts open up on your arms. How do you react?
She winces terribly. She has just gone through a great deal of pain, and so she can't handle anything else right now, physically. But she doesn't know what to do, and she thinks this wolf might be part of Suri, and so she just leans into Suri and be like, Suri, you have to fight it. You have to breathe and stay calm and tell it to go away.
Everything fades softly to black. You can feel the warmth of the blood on your arms as you wake up on the floor next to Sophie. Your arms are bleeding.
And she wakes up kind of slowly. I think at this point she's experienced so much pain that her vision is blurry. It's that haze that comes over you when you're hurting, where you can't really feel where it's coming from and you don't know what to do, and everything slows down.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of wakes up and she puts her hand on her arm and she sees the blood coming off, and she just can't speak, but she's like holding a bloody hand in front of her face.
The chanting has got louder throughout the night. Bob, no one has been along. The scene is yours.
So everyone's awake now, right?
Everyone except Suri.
Okay.
Suri sort of like twists, gives a little growl in her sleep.
Bob will probably still have his back to them, glancing back over his shoulder every now and then, but he's not taking his eyes off the front of him. But he sits quite calmly.
I think since Sophie pinched herself awake and was kind of like waking up, and then Talia wakes up next to her and just sits up and has blood on her hand, Sophie just immediately goes, "Oh, holy shit, Talia, what did you do?"
What? And Bob at that just sort of like...
Ah!
And she sits up kind of slowly, and she's kind of like, it's almost like she's starting to reach out to Bob, and she's just like, I don't know what happened.
Like, Bob runs over to Talia and grabs both arms. He's like, what did you do?
Here, just gonna hand her a cloth from my bag.
What did you do, Talia?
I had a dream, and Suri was there, and the wolf inside of her, and I couldn't reach anyone.
She's asleep.
So, I know. Yeah, I know, but I don't know. I just woke up and I was bleeding, and it just feels like what happened in the dream. I don't know. And I think she takes the cloth that Sophie had handed her and tries to wrap it around some of these marks. And when she looks, does it look like claw marks or does it look like remnants from falling in the pit?
These are fresh. These are scratched cuts. There's even a slight, like, impression on your skin as though pressure has been applied by a grip.
Are you okay, Sophie?
Oh, yep. I'm great.
I saw no one come here. I don't understand. And Bob will probably get up and gonna just check that Shuri's alive.
Siri's alive. She's like twitching slightly.
Okay. Talia, we need to get you bandaged up before we go anywhere else.
You have both managed to heal all your wounds.
Oh, that's fine. My max HP is 12.
And so Talia just kind of wraps this piece of cloth kind of around these cuts that are starting to coagulate and
You gonna be
close
okay? That looks kind of bad.
She's like, it doesn't hurt anymore.
You do that often in your sleep?
You've spent a couple of nights sleeping near me. Like, you should know by now, this is not normal.
Hey, maybe it was like a once every like 3 weeks kind of thing. I don't know. Like,
What could possibly be normal about this?
okay, fair enough. She kind of.
I'm sorry. I just. Is Strahd okay? It's my fault.
Yeah. What do you mean?
She was holding my. It was holding my hand. We fell.
I didn't know it was there. It's not
You guys didn't die.
not like you dragged her in there.
I should have known better.
I mean, like, you grew up with like nice silver and like china, and you never had to worry about a spike trap. Like, it's not a thing in your daily brain. Don't just don't. She didn't die and you didn't die, so don't worry about it.
Okay. So what are we gonna do now? We have to.
We get out. Like, Bob has just been studying both of them to see their reactions as they've both said these weird things. He's been awake and he hasn't seen anyone. No one has got past him. And he goes over to pick up Suri. He's like, we leave now. Right now.
But what about the kid said he would only give Suri back if we fix whatever this is, and she gestures the direction that the chanting is coming.
It's just like, oh, child. He just sort of shouts, like, where is this child? I want to talk to him.
Hey, ghost kid, or ghost.
This is rude.
Now they
He's supposed to be our host. Well, technically, Shuri is his host, but you know what I mean.
Oh God.
Looks like we got a new friend.
Fine. And he puts Shuri back down and says, I will go and ask the people who are chanting. And he will just walk.
And Talia reaches a hand out to try and stop him and be like, Bob!
Like, how else are we going to go home?
Well, we can't. You don't get to go by yourself.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
We've
You
already.
have lost fingers and you have damaged yourself.
Hey!
Now. Hey, I'm not saying.
And she looks at Bob and she goes, do you really want to leave me here by myself?
I'm not gonna take care of her.
And he's like, well, you stay behind me and you start walking.
Is Bob carrying Suri, or are we leaving her behind?
He's not carrying her. Scratch, you're muted, but he's not carrying her. He sort of looks to one of you two to do it because he's more thinking. He at this point he's drawing up a rapier and stuff like that.
She is out cold. You can't wake her. She seems to be dreaming, but you can't disturb her from that dream.
Can I piggyback my sister? Can I give her a piggyback ride?
With help, you could load her up, but it will halve your speed.
Who wants to help me load up?
Bob
Okay.
sort of sees you struggle and so I'll take her and just slings her over his shoulder and starts walking.
Bob, you
I-
also will
right.
need to move at half speed carrying
Yep,
this
that's
dead weight.
fine. He's got a rapier out in one hand and moves cautiously towards the chanting.
Well, you can head back up the stairs towards the pit trap thing. You have the choice of trying to navigate over the pit trap or going up the stairs back to the original room with the dining table.
Where can we hear these chants come from?
It sounds like they're coming from further down the passage from whence the pit trap is.
Right, have we got any wood or anything that we can make to get across?
I mean, maybe we could jump.
He sort of looks at you and then to like Shuri on his shoulder and he's like,
Oh, you could just like a ball, just throw her. Maybe if you throw her hard enough, it'll knock the ghost out.
I say I could throw you. I'm happy to throw you.
No, me, I can jump.
You land on your feet, right? Is that what halflings do?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And he just sort of lowers Shuri down. He's like, do you want me to throw you now?
How far
Is
across
the
is
pit trap? Yeah. How big is this pit trap, and is there a ledge around it? Now that we've like fallen through it, like,
there
can we
is-
just balance on the ledge?
Not a ledge around it. It is just over 5 feet long.
Which is jumpable.
Like
not
Bob,
bad.
Bob is lining it up like so when I close. I could throw you if you want. And then I throw you Suri. You would have to catch her though. I think she might hit the floor quite hard if you don't.
Okay.
Okay, and he'll pick up Sophie and almost like a run up and just launch her if he can.
How about we wait until someone's on the other side to catch her?
So you're just throwing Siri.
No,
I got some
Sophie.
acrobatic skills.
Sophie,
I'm ready.
okay, so give me an athletics check for throwing Sophie.
Yeah, like Bob doesn't think normally, so
Neither does Sophie. So now this is a horrible team.
16.
16's okay. Yeah, on a 16. Sophie, why don't you make me a quick acrobatics check for your landing? Let's see how gracefully you
Yeah, I
land.
got a +3 on that. 14, 15, 17 total.
Yeah, okay, so you land. It looks, how does it look? Between the two of you, how does a 16 and a 17 look?
So Bob doesn't really think things through. He sort of picks up Sophie and is like, get ready, and just
Oh god.
throws. Yeah,
Sophie's gonna try to turn that into like the best landing that she can. Like she'll like land on like one knee and try to like put her arms back, but she like stumbles. She's like, and then she'll go again and then just be like, ta-da!
He's like, oh, see? And looks over at Talia. I was like, see? It's easy. Don't you think? Now, do you want me to throw Talia first or Suri?
I don't need you to throw me. Let
Throw her!
let me jump,
Whoa.
and then we can figure out what to do with Suri.
It's okay,
And
I will throw her.
Talia's gonna jump the pit.
Make me an athletics check.
Nat 20. I'm not playing the pit trap game no more.
Using your nat 20, how does it look?
doesn't look like it took very much effort at all. Talia's very tall. She's very elfy. She just kind of hops almost. Like, it looks like a hop even though it's 5 feet. And, like, lands. No flourish. Very graceful.
So now, Bob.
Bob has currently got both hands like on Siri, like the back's like, "Are you ready?" Like, and he's like,
Sophie just has her arms out, like, come on!
But like I said, Bob does not think things through. He's like, "I'm going to throw her now," and he does.
On the count of 3!
1, 2, 3! Oh shit!
Oh.
I'm not even looking at it, and I don't want to know.
On an 8, I'm gonna need a dex save for one of you to try and catch Siri before she falls.
I got this.
This is
I
going
got
to be
this.
so much explaining to Alex.
My dex save is +5. Let me do it.
Oh no. Oh no!
9!
Can I help?
Siri's body. Oh, Talia, you can make a dex save as well if you like.
Can I use another nat 20?
Yes, you can. On a nat 20, Siri. Talia, you get to decide. Someone's going in that spike pit. Is it Siri or is it you? On the nat 20, you can decide.
It's me.
No! You knew she'd pick herself!
Did I?
Bob is
Oh,
literally
so
like,
mean.
I'm the healer and I'm in the pit again. And last time, I literally didn't have hit points left after I fell.
So why don't you roll me 1d6 for the bludgeoning damage that you take for falling, and then 2d10 for the piercing damage from the spikes as you grab hold of Siri and throw her out, casting yourself into the pit.
Okay.
1, that's good.
And then it's...
2d10.
You said 2d10?
Oh!
Oh!
Oh, she's out again!
Oh my god!
So, Bob, you see
My
as you
dog is really concerned about me.
as you throw Siri, you see that you just didn't throw her hard enough. Talia dives over the pit, grabbing Siri and throwing her towards Sophie. However, she just falls backwards into the pit and is completely impaled.
this is actual Bob face right now. Like
My dog is actually concerned about
he
me.
goes really silent and then just runs to the edge of the pit. Like, Talia, like there's a mixture of absolute concern and also, oh, not again. And so
Would you like to climb down into the pit safely and navigate the spikes to try and
yes, please.
free Talia?
Again?
Which you did do last session as well. You climbed into the spike pit and climbed out again with no problem.
I would like to climb into the spike pit, please.
Okay, as they are doing this, Talia, are you down again?
Oh yeah.
Do we need another death saving throw?
Yep.
God.
Please do.
Bob is sorry. I won't throw her again.
That's a success! You're okay. So, Bob, you can pick out Talia. Which way do you take her?
I'm gonna just weave between like the big spikes and stuff and just climb up the other side with her.
Yes, that is what all of you could have done. So you can climb up the other side.
Yep.
With,
Think like that.
Talia is impaled. She's looking pretty ill. She's bleeding out. Would you like to help her with her death saves? Do you have anything that can help?
Yeah, do I need to roll medicine?
Do you have any sort of reason why you would be good at medicine?
I am very wisdomous.
Okay, so let's lay the laws down right here. If you want to do a wisdom, you can add your medicine bonus to your roll, which, you know, you can't usually do for a death saving throw, so that's the advantage. The disadvantage is if you roll less than a 5, Talia gets 2 death saving throws. Less than a 10 is 1 death saving throw, higher than a 10 is 1 save, and higher than a 15 is 2 saves. Nat 1s and Nat 20s are automatic death or automatic survival.
Can I use a nat 20, please?
Yes, you can!
We just burned 3 nat 20s trying to get over a pit that we gotta walk through.
Bob is sorry.
Talia, you are brought around by Bob's administrations. Yeah, you have 1 HP.
He's like, Tali, I'm so sorry. Why would you try and stop it like this? And he's just jabbering. He's not really making any sense. He's like, are you still alive?
Holy shit.
And she's just really out of it.
You have had a full rest though, so you can
Yes,
you have
I
got all your
can
spell
do
slots
things.
back and everything.
But I'm trying.
Tally, I know
So,
that I told you to
the-
look at the ground, but I didn't mean to look at it that hard.
The headcanon I made for Talia about why they fell in the pit makes this really hard. So she visualizes the reason that they almost died was because she asked for too much when she healed Bob and Sophie. Like she took too much. And so she messed with fate and it had to correct, and so it took away from them by trying to kill us. So right now, if she heals herself, she might be taking too much again, and she's setting up something bad to happen in the future.
Bob is really sorry.
So she is going to use I'm going to use the lay on hands points. And if it's okay with Scrat, I'm gonna flavor it as Talia's not really choosing to do this. It just like happens to her.
Certainly. Whatever helps you sleep at night. You can flavor
Okay.
it that way.
So I'm gonna use all 10. That brings her up to 11 HP. Hopefully we'll get us through. But we'll
That's
find
nearly as
out.
much as the rogue.
Yeah, like I'm back up to party standards.
So on this side of the pit, you can see to your left there is a stairway going up, and ahead there is a stairway going down. It seems as though the chanting is coming from the down.
Bob will help Talia to her feet. And he looks quite sheepish about it. But he helps her up. And then he sort of turns to start walking towards the chanting again, like scooping up Suri on the way up past.
Everyone's good. Yeah, good. As good as we can be.
And Talia is just kind of silent. She doesn't understand why she's suddenly feeling better. She has a lot of feelings. And so she just kind of like nods.
Okay. Well, let's go check out the creepy chanting, because that's always a good idea, right? Maybe these voices can tell us just what's going on. Probably not, but it's worth a shot.
Yeah. Because the creepy voices in the dark seem like a great idea still.
I think so.
Yeah. We gotta try and save Suri. And she just keeps walking
Yeah,
toward the voices.
I think you need to put some kind of rope on her.
Get a leash.
Like a child backpack leash
Yeah, I was
thing.
gonna say the chains, the reins you put on a child.
Yeah, so that's what she suggests. She's like, I think you need to put some kind of rope device on her.
Are you saying
And-
Mr. Bob?
Yes.
Yeah,
Is this loud enough for Talia to hear it?
I have
I'm-
considered it.
I mean,
If you want to try and hush your voices, you can take a deception or stealth versus Talia's
Yeah,
passive
he
perception.
won't want that.
I
20.
Okay.
Sophie is whisper. How would you deception works?
Yeah, deception. Hiding your voice is definitely deception.
Okay, yeah. 16 plus my deception is
Okay.
5. So.
Talia's not gonna flick you off.
We shushed. We very shushed. Right
Very, very shushed. Leading down, this room is a another large pillared room. All around there are recesses in the walls. It's a rectangular room, and there in these niches you can see different items of. Anyone with an interest in history would recognize these as some sort of old relics. To the south, there are two tunnels. One sloping steeply away so you cannot see where it leads. The other going straight and then turning the corner to the right.
Which way is the chanting loudest?
Both.
Okay.
First thing Talia wants to do, I'm assuming they're still in like the doorway to this big room with the alcoves.
It's just the stairway just leads down into it. There's no like doorway on it.
Okay, well at the bottom of the stairs, Talia wants to check for traps. She's a little paranoid at the moment.
Why don't you give me a perception check?
Bob didn't even think of that.
Yep. That's all Talia's thinking about, but her perception's not the best. Oh, that's not too bad. 16.
Yeah, no, on a 16 you can see some of the relics are like knives or daggers, that sort of thing. Maybe one of those things looks like a magical wand, but nothing that looks like a trap.
As Talia's looking at these knives and relics and things, Sophie just kind of goes up behind her and goes, okay, so don't touch those because they could hurt you. Just like taps her forehead a little bit.
Talia is not having it. She's just gonna swipe, like not to hurt her, but just like, get away, you nuisance.
Kind of like a child with a shit-eating grin, just kind of goes back over to Bob.
Bob probably hasn't heard any of this.
Now that you're down here and you can hear this chanting, you can hear it's not just inane chanting, it is words. He is the ancient.
Looks like we got a new
He is the land. He is the ancient. He is the land. Thank you very much, the Greyhawk channel, for the raid. Welcome. He is the ancient. He is the land.
I don't like this. At all.
Are any of these other items, do any of these other weapons look silvered?
If you'd like to investigate them,
Yes.
as you walk around, you can see there is a small mummified yellow hand
Not touching that.
on a loop of rope. There is a knife carved from human bone, a dagger with a rat skull set into the pommel, but it's not silvered. Next up, we have an 8-inch diameter varnished orb made from some sort of eye. An aspergillum's carved from bone. A folded cloak, which looks like it's been made from the same sort of material as the bag you found upstairs. Does everyone remember the bag you found?
A skin bag?
The
Skin bag,
yeah.
there we go.
Nice.
I think Rachel had forgotten and just got reminded.
Skin bag.
With the eyeball in it and a whole bunch of change. Great moment.
There is some kind of stick. It's like a stick with a frog attached to it. You can do a separate check on that if you want more information.
Yeah.
What kind of check would you like to make?
Stick. Maybe an Arcana check?
Yeah.
I just rolled a nat 20.
This
Look at that.
could be mistaken for a wand of polymorph on anything except a nat 20. On a nat 20, you can see it's got the right things to be a wand of polymorph, but it's actually just a stick with a frog attached to it. Next up there is a bag full of some sort of strange paste. There is a finger on the next one with a long nail on it. A wooden figurine of a mummy with its arms crossed over its chest. An iron pendant adorned with the devil's face. A shrunken, shriveled head of a halfling. A small wooden coffer containing some sort of dried meat. Kind of looks like a tongue. You ever been to the butcher's and seen tongue? If you'd like to investigate any of those items more, you can do.
I think Talia has had enough of creepy random stuff, but the pendant with the devil on it intrigues her from a religious point of view, so she would like to investigate that one, just in case. Like, I think it would draw her eye. And so... should I roll for that?
Yeah, sure, give us a roll.
18 religion.
18 on
Looks
religion.
Like we got a new friend.
Life of Lindy rating as well. Welcome. On a 18, this has some sort of significance to this cult, but it's worth nothing and is not to any specific devil. It's more arty than anything else. It's like the sort of tat you find outside anarchist shops and that sort of thing.
And she's gonna kind of scoff. Because all of these items are fake to her, the ones she's looked at. And she will move on unless anyone else wants to investigate any of the...
Yeah, so
bits.
Bob and Sophie, you see Talia take a full inventory of everything around. Does a full is it inventory or inventory? Who knows? But she does a full thing. She takes stock of everything, appraising items and all sorts, picking things up against your better judgment, Sophie.
You said there was a dagger,
Looks like we
right?
got a new friend.
There's several daggers.
What was? Did you say there was one that had? Was it a rat skull or a mouse skull or something?
A rat skull set into the pommel, yes.
Yeah, I think Sophie would be a little interested in that.
Okay.
Actually, so she'd probably pick that up and kind of turn it over in her hands and look at it a little bit, see if it's, and then like hold her own dagger up next to it and just kind of compare the two. I
Okay.
guess.
Well, how does your original dagger look?
Well, it's not fancy or anything. She's never been able to afford a fancy dagger. Like, honestly, what it looks like is maybe she stole it from like a farmhouse and tried to sharpen it badly with the wrong kind of stone. It's not a good one. She's never been able to afford a nice dagger. Like it's like a glorified butter knife.
Okay, perfect.
Bob is literally looking at both of them, going, "Don't touch anything.
But it
Don't know where that's been.
look at the difference.
You don't know where it's been with all these strange things happening. Well,
I know where it is now, and that's in my hand.
Okay, Rachel. Mechanically, this knight dagger is no different to your dagger. Sophie, your dagger looks shit. This dagger looks badass.
That is all that she cares about. She's gonna take it. She kind of looks. She's very much looks like a child tonight. She kind of like, as Bob says, "Don't touch this." She's holding this dagger in her hand, and she just locks eyes with Bob, and just puts it on her belt.
He looks at her just like, if you get possessed like this one, like just gesturing to Shuri, who's like over his shoulder, it's like, I'm not carrying you.
But it looks really cool. Yeah.
And he's just like, oh god, we're all going to die. And just sort of keep walking.
Talia's feeling a little rough towards Sophie, so she just looks at her and she's like, I'm not saving you too, and just keeps walking.
Sophie just, I'm not saving you too.
So, what else would you guys like to do?
Bob's gonna keep walking. Bob's not really thinking about this properly.
Oh, where is Bob walking to?
Bob is walking. Probably, you said there's a left and a right, didn't you?
One has like a 20-degree incline. The other goes straight and then right. If you want to go and check out the one with the 20-degree incline, you can look down the incline to see what's at the bottom.
Yeah, he'll probably walk over and do that. Just like extra holding on to Shuri, like extra hard. Just look over.
It's about a 10-foot drop into water.
Wow. And he just sort of wrinkles his nose. He's like, do you want to go for a swim?
Doesn't look deep.
Can I see a rope or anything that goes down there, or?
No rope or anything, but there are pillars in this room if you would like to set up a sort of rope action
like
thing.
an abseil sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you very much to Burst of Hope, or Jess as we know her, who gives you an advantage.
You, me?
Yes.
Oh, I may survive this. Thank you. Yeah. If there's a way for me to just sort of, I'm gonna put Suri down, and not throw her again, and I'm going to just find a way that I can sort of hop down. I forget to tell the others this is what I'm doing, because Bob is on a mission.
So you just go tie off the rope and jump down.
Delicately.
Okay.
Yes. Carefully.
Well, you can sort of just slide down this rope. It's tiled. It's quite smooth. You slide down into the water. It comes up to about your waist. And ahead of you, you can see a portcullis. Beyond the portcullis, you can see this room is covered in water, but there is a dais in the middle, where a altar is set. The chanting seems to be coming from this room, but there's no one inside.
And he sort of looks around, as is I guess it with the water sort of pooling around him. He's like, hello? Hello? They're just trying to see if there's anyone there. No? Okay, I'll just start climbing back out.
The portcullis looks as though it could be lifted if you were feeling strong of arm.
And he takes a second look back. And he he's sort of warming up his muscles, works them, and then slowly becomes this huge orc. And heads over to this portcullis and dips his hands into the water. And tries to lift this portcullis up, or just see if it is liftable.
Give me an athletics check.
Oh dear. 17.
We're going to use one of your advantages because you have them, and they'll just stack up forever if we don't use them. So on a 23, you can lift up this portcullis, but you have to choose. You're going to drop it very quickly. So which side do you want it to be on when it drops?
I want to be the other side. He's not there. Bob doesn't think at all.
So you enter the chamber. As you enter the chamber, very, very abruptly, the chanting stops.
Oh, that's not good.
And
It stops for all of you. You can hear the slamming of a portcullis hitting the water.
I think Talia runs to follow after Bob when she hears that, because she assumes something has happened.
Bob!
And I'm guessing sees Bob on the other side of this portcullis.
He's like, he looks at her and is just, hello. Like, just waving at her, gradually shifting back into a tabaxi again. My bad. Did I do...
What is he doing?
Did I do wrong again?
What are you doing?
As the three of you peer into this room, it's a 40-foot square room. Smooth masonry walls provide excellent acoustics. Featureless stone pillars support the ceiling, and a breach in the west wall leads to a dark cave heaped with refuse. Murky water covers most of the floor. Stairs lead up to dry stone ledges that hug the walls. In the middle of the room, more stairs rise to form an octagonal dais that also rises above the water. Rusty chains with shackles dangle from the ceiling directly above a stone altar mounted on the dais. The altar is carved with hideous depictions of grasping ghouls and is stained with dry blood. Sorry, Alice, if you missed that, it's spoopy.
We've got some stairs to some ledges. We've got an altar up on top of some stairs, and we've got a hole in the wall leading to a cave.
And Bob will sort of draw his rapier and start walking very cautiously towards the altar.
And water all over the floor.
Yeah, he's sort of like poking around in the water with it as well.
Can Talia try and lift the portcullis since we're on the wrong side?
Sure. Give me that strength athletics check.
10.
There is no way this portcullis is liftable.
Can Sophie help her? Like, sees her trying to push it, and since Bob's kind of like,
yeah, Bob is like seeing stuff, and he's like, oh.
Sure, you can try and help.
even though the water's like up to here, she's reaching out, trying to help her out a little bit if she can. With my -1 strength.
Get off, that's my water.
That was
Oh,
a 2.
no.
That was a 2. Between the two of you,
Struggling.
She feels bad about being making fun of Talia for falling into traps. So she's like, I'm gonna go help, and then she just.
between the two of you, you can lift the portcullis a foot in the 2-foot deep water. One of you could try and swim under. Well, roll under. It's only 2 foot deep.
Talia would motion. Yeah, Talia would motion to Sophie to go because she's more likely to fit, and Talia's taking the brunt of the weight.
Yeah.
Let's have a dex save then, please, Sophie.
Woohoo! I can do that.
Does Bob see, hear any of this, or is he too gone?
18 total, by the way, for dex save.
Let's use your advantage as well, please.
Oh, okay, cool. I mean, so that was a 17 instead of a 13. So 17 plus 5.
22, fantastic. So on a 22, you dive down and begin rolling under the thing extremely quickly. However, Talia, I would still like a strength check from you.
No.
Like another one. Okay. Just raw strength or athletic?
Athletics. No, strength save, yeah. On a 13, the portcullis comes crashing down. With a 23 dexterity save, you can choose how you become trapped. You don't have to be trapped underwater. You can just have your ankle trapped or something on the other side, too thin to get through.
We'll do a good old ankle trap then.
The good old ankle trap.
I'm gonna ask a really dumb question. I don't know what this port thing is.
Oh, you know, like the medieval castles have the big metal grate things that you put in front of drawbridges?
Oh. Okay. Yep. Never mind.
Yeah.
No, that is
Like bars, pointy things on the bottom.
It didn't stab me, right? Or did it stab through my
No,
leg?
you had amazing speed. You managed to get your foot right between those spikes, but you're trapped.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. All right.
What
Go
are
for an
you
ankle grab.
doing back there? Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
And you just see, and Bob turns around and looks, and she just sees Talia like this, afraid that she like
now?
defooted her friend.
And like you see him quickly come through. Like, what did you do now? This is-
Well, you just went and you left us over here, and we couldn't get the thing.
there were
You
no
can't
pits
just leave
that
us
side.
alone, Bob. We don't make good decisions.
Oh, why do I do this? Okay, stay still.
The
And like,
water's very close to my nose.
it's like, okay, just breathing. Just okay. This might happen. I don't know how your foot is trapped. And like, Bob is gonna reach under and try and lift again.
Okay.
23.
On a 23, you just lift it way up high. You can both just hop on through.
My guy is like, okay, quickly. Don't know how long I can hold this.
Move out real quick.
Quickly, faster.
Talia.
faster.
Thank you.
She's gonna give Talia a sassy, like she
Hold.
wasn't being sassy, and then another again. Just
Hold on a minute, I've just remembered something. Bob, you're exhausted.
no.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
We're going to use that advantage anyway, but that just makes it a flat roll. So you have one more advantage left before your exhaustion starts really hitting you hard.
Would I take a cat nap? And Bob looks at both of them. He's like you can see him just sort of taking up more breaths than normal. And he's like, okay, no more of that. If you're going to do something like that, ask me first. And he's more sort of looking at Sophie, like just.
And Talia actually goes to back up Sophie. She kind of stands next to her, and she's like, well, maybe if you didn't just wander off,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have to do silly things.
I was checking for traps. There weren't any the other side.
Did we check for traps?
Bob did not check for traps. In his head, he got through, he was fine, and the other traps had already been triggered the other side.
Could you also please remove your rope from your inventory?
Yes. No, I did not put it in there, so yes. I forgot to put it in. And Bob's looking at both of them. I don't know where the chanting's go. Who has Suri? Where is Suri?
Oh,
Did you
Well, you
drop
had her.
Siri?
Bob put her down before abseiling.
Oh, so you left Siri on the other side, all of you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you two would have had to
that's
walk
exactly
past
what
her.
happened.
So, shall I go get her?
I can go get her.
Like,
Except you have to get to the portcullis.
I was gonna say, like, Bob's like sheepishly opening the portcullis again with a 19.
With a 19, you can't really lift it. You can only get it that couple of feet under the water again.
And he's like, quickly,
All right,
quickly.
just gonna hold my breath and just underneath again.
Another deck save, please.
He looks like nervously like, oh my god, is she going to come up?
That's a 19 plus my 5. Woo!
You'll be pleased to know, Bob, that it's a strength save rather than an athletics check, which means your exhaustion does not affect you. But can I please have a strength save?
12.
What did you roll?
At 12, again, you may choose how you're trapped, Sophie.
I'm
You guys. All right. Well, this, you know, she's making her way through, and as she's about to get through, boom on her ankle again. Just comes up from the water. Are you kidding me?
He actually looks slightly terrified of you at this point. But he's, I'm sorry. I tried. I didn't mean to drop. Oh, are you okay?
You're so lucky it didn't hurt.
I didn't mean to drop it on you.
First you leave first you walk off, you leave my sister, you get mad at Talia, and then you drop the thing on my ankle just like she did. Okay.
None of it on purpose.
Just lift it up. Just lift it up again.
And then like Bob is going to roll like, you want me to roll strength save or athletics then? Scrap.
I want to lift it again. Athletics, but now you will be at disadvantage because you're exhausted.
Oh no! Oh no!
On a 9, you can't budget anymore. It's like you've done just too many lifts. You were already exhausted. You've lifted this thing like 3 or 4 times now.
Like he's got his like full thing. He's like, and he just says,
Talia's gonna try. Can I help?
Sophie, I don't want you to get mad, but I cannot lift it.
What if I told you I was already mad?
You know, and Bob looks at Talia. He's like, it could be safer that she stays here right now. I'm not feeling comfortable right now.
Talia, you can try and lift it individually, but Bob is too tired to lift
Too
anymore.
tired.
Bob flops
Okay.
backwards and just sits in the water.
On a 19, that's enough to lift it enough for Sophie to get her foot free.
Bob's like, oh.
But now here comes the fun bit. Sophie, you may go and retrieve Suri. You may go and retrieve the rope.
Okay.
You're now on the other side of the portcullis from everyone else.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right.
Okay.
Well, so does she have to climb back up the rope, grab her sister, come back down the rope, and then lift the portcullis?
And then navigate the portcullis, yes.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. Let's start with the rope. Let's start with getting the sister.
You can climb the rope easily. That's a free action. With a rope on that
Alright.
slope, you can get up easily. Getting back down with Suri, I'll also give that as a free action. It's just half speed.
Okay. Got it.
So now you get down to the portcullis. How are you going to get Suri under the portcullis?
Bob will stand underneath like, come on, just roll her up. And hold
So
her
do I have to
low.
lift it and push her under?
Can Talia try to lift it?
Yes, of course.
Bob's standing the other side, like, just push her up at you.
I've got them to burn, and I've got that post-it note. Can Talia use a nat 20
On a nat...
to like roll up her sleeve? She like rolls up her sleeves and like gets down, you know, like squatter's position, and
On a 23, you can lift it, but not for long. Sophie, make me a dex save.
I'm
You're
using
looking
one of my nat 20s.
Using your nat 20, perfect. You could
Get her under there.
both you and Siri can
Oh.
get out from under as Talia lifts it above her head.
There we go.
and then as soon as they're through, I imagine like she lets go and it crashes.
Is Suri like just floating at this point? Is she just like bobbing?
Pretty much, yeah. She's just floating along.
Like she's just like
I did not
has
mean
her on her
bobbing.
back, like
Well, by the way.
you know those like little floaty boards that kids use in like
Yeah.
swimming practice.
That's what I like.
Like using her to float around.
Oh no, chat just let us know that we just hit 10 retweets.
Perfect. So tonight, everyone, we are not using the Wild Magic Surge table because the Wild Magic Surge table, though it is fun, it's not as spoopy as the list of gothic trinkets in this book. So let's have a... Why don't you all roll a d6, and whoever rolls the lowest will get something.
Oh no.
Ooh. Are you kidding me? Are you?
Oh.
I hate everything. Why?
Talia? Oh yeah, you're fine. So can you please roll me a d100, Sophie?
Bob is currently just sat in the water. Like he's so knackered.
Fantastic. Okay, you will notice on the ledge nearby, there is a lantern that is on, burning with a green flame. The candle inside is black.
Okay. floating Suri's body over to the ledge. Can she try to just like grab? Is there like I'm assuming there's some kind of handhold on
Yeah,
it.
there's a handle and a belt loop and all
Okay.
that sort of stuff. Yeah, you've just gained yourself a
Cool.
lantern.
She kind of turns around and like holds it up to them, like it's a little creepy, but it's light.
Can Talia investigate the lantern?
Sure.
Trust me.
Sophie's just like, yeah,
She's
green
getting her Bob vibes going on. She's real suspicious. Not of people, but of like things and spaces. I think I'm just gonna. Oh God, this is not one of Talia's skills. I don't know why I keep doing this. 12.
On a 12, there is something occult about this lantern. Something wicked this way comes, your gut tells you.
I don't think this is a good thing. I think we should put that down.
It does also illuminate a large wooden wheel on the wall nearby.
Oh, no.
Hey, though, look at that.
Candles aren't supposed to glow that color.
Yeah, and ghost children aren't supposed to be, like, possessing my sister, but here we are.
I didn't want to go near the ghost children.
Hey, I didn't either.
I don't want to go near the ghost land.
Can we just leave the children thing? Let that die.
They
It's
already
like die.
Oh, yeah, that's the point.
Poor choice of words.
Hey, I don't know about you because you can see and stuff, but I can't really see, so I kind of need something like this.
But do you think you should be touching that?
I mean,
It doesn't look
it's
right.
too late. I'm already touching it. If it's gonna kill me, I'm dead.
I mean, I guess that's one way to think about it.
I already touched it.
I like your positivity.
It's not positivity. I think I'm just kind of accepting that I'm gonna die in this place.
True, if you could choose how you go. Now, what about this wheel?
You want to check out the wheel?
Yeah, yes, please.
Okay. What would you like to do with it?
I just want to investigate it at first, which I'm terrible at, but Bob is going to try anyway. Bob fails both times.
You think the wheel might
Be circular.
go round?
Yeah, there you go. I've seen things like this on cards. But I see
mean
no
a wheel?
cards.
You could even try
That's
on the free investigation. You could even try turning it.
Bob won't touch it. You won't go near the flame, let alone touch a creepy wheel on the wall. Yeah, okay.
Does the wheel look like it controls anything?
Not on a free investigation, it doesn't. If you want to make your own investigation roll, maybe it might look
Does
like
it
some.
control the portcullis?
No, mine's a 5. I'm also intrigued by it being circular.
Is this Bob and Sophie like, huh? He's just staring at this wheel.
Bob's like, I've seen these on cards before, and Sophie's like, yeah, we have just. Oh no, you're right. Yeah, I've totally seen these on cards
Totally
before.
seen this before.
What about a 12?
On a 12, turning it might do something.
Oh, I don't trust this wheel.
Oh!
It's got a few more pegs than like normal wheels. That's kind of weird, right?
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, see, there's like 3.
I'm
more
not
than, like,
very
usual.
perceptive. I see what you mean.
So it's up to you guys. Do you turn the wheel or not?
Talia's gonna do it! She thinks it controls the portcullis, so she's gonna turn it.
As you turn it, the portcullis raises.
Oh, but that would have been handy beforehand.
Are you telling me I could have not been trapped twice?
I would like to point out I only knew it was a wheel. I did not even see it.
Because of that, I'm taking this lantern.
You're going to take the creepy lantern?
Yeah, I'm taking it.
Fine. Like Bob actually just crosses his arms like, I still helped you out one way. Now do you want to Bob Suri over here? No pun intended. Like,
She'll Bob's story over to Bob.
Just push her, she's starfishes.
Oh, no.
I am hardcore Kianaing right now.
And Bob sort of scoops up Fury, like, shall we go on now? I'm so done with this wheel.
And despite my unstoppable giggles, when Talia sees this wheel turns the portcullis, she just like, it's just this like, are you effing kidding me? Look on her face.
Should we prop it open if we need to make a quick getaway? I mean, don't get me wrong, it means something can come in from the other side. It's just an idea.
You know, Bob, given the way this day has gone, I think that's one of the best ideas any of us has had.
Thank you.
You know, I had the idea, just not.
I don't know how to
convince
do
us in
it.
the first place, but
I don't know how he would do it, but it's a thought.
Well, we've got some rope. Why don't we turn it, tie it, and secure it?
there you go.
Sure.
Oh yeah, can I give Bob his rope back?
You have my rope. Like, give it here.
You'd have to go back up the slope, untie it, and slide down without the rope. But yes, you could do that. Those would all be free actions.
And now that we know that we can
Now the
open the
portcullis
portcullis,
is open.
seems.
I
Bob's
guess.
like,
So Talia's gonna roll the wheel.
I've never been through a portcullis so many times in my life.
I guess.
That old adage about D&D indoors, it works for everything even slightly door-shaped.
I mean, how important is Bob's rope to Bob?
It's only to keep it open. I'm not that bothered. If anything, it'll be a good quick escape the other side. It's fine.
I have rope. If you can just use my
you
rope.
have rope? Why are you making my rope?
Hey, you're the again, just like Talia said, you're the one who walked off without us. If you needed rope, you could have asked.
Checking. You lot seem to keep getting yourself into trouble, so I'm not going to let you wander off willy-nilly. I check things before.
You know, just pull a rope out of her bag and hand it to her.
Thank
I don't
you.
enjoy getting scolded. Okay.
I'm not scolding you, I'm teaching you.
You sound like my mom. You sound like you're scolding me.
Your mom sounds like me.
No.
Like, and he's really questioning now. Like, Bob doesn't get it. He's like,
Doesn't it?
maybe she is also a changeling, and then just sort of moves over,
she's
starts.
Is Bob that what? Is Bob what? Okay.
And Bob is gonna like open the portcullis and just secure the rope so that there's a way to keep it open.
Yeah, absolutely. No problem.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, I think Talia's kind of wandered to this dais staircase in the center of the room.
Get back in. Like,
You step onto the dais?
No, she's not going to step onto it. She's just wandered in that direction.
Okay.
Remember, she is trapped paranoid right now.
You can hear
So-
whisperings coming from the altar up there.
Well, that's intriguing.
what's intriguing?
And she's just gonna be like, I hear something. And she's gonna look at the stairs to make sure there's nothing obviously pit-like.
I'm in fear of pits now.
Yeah, she's officially afraid of holes in the ground. Like,
Something's gonna drop from the ceiling and you're gonna be thrown right off.
Can I perception the stairs?
Yes, you can perceive the chairs.
Oh, no,
you
I
cannot.
can't.
Why don't you tell me? What does Talia see?
Stairs. Like, she just sees, like, stairs. Shockingly clean stairs, given the fact that they're in the hole in the ground. And she's gonna start walking up the stairs. God. feel like this is a lot of deja vu right now. Slowly. She's gonna slowly walk up the stairs.
She's gonna like get a tripwire and it's just like a giant log is gonna go down the
One
stairs.
must die. One must die. One must die. The chanting rises once more as 13 dark apparitions appear on the ledges overlooking the room. Each one resembles a black-robed figure holding a torch, but the torch's fire is black and seems to draw light into it. Where you'd expect to see the faces are voids. One must die! They chant over and over.
Face will back up.
Oh, God. Okay.
Will they see us? Can they see us?
Do you want me to ask?
No, I don't want you to ask.
Okay, because I
I
was gonna
really don't want you to ask.
Okay. Well, I'm not asking.
And Bob will slowly draw his rapier out and just start backing them back down the stairs, just briefly.
You're gonna leave the dais? The chanting
No.
seem angry about that. One must die!
Can Talia investigate the... Like, are there other writings or something up here?
Why don't you give me a religion check? That seems down your alley.
Yeah. It's kind of a thing she does.
Ooh,
20.
Yeah, on a 20. Okay, so on a 20 you can see the chains hanging down with the shackles at the ends. These are almost certainly for holding prisoners. You can look at the altar. You can see various depictions of things being slaughtered. It would seem this is a sacrificial altar.
What is
To-
it, Talia?
On a 20, I'll give you the extra information that these apparitions will not be fooled by apparitions or illusions. If you want to fulfill their little ceremony, you'll need to sacrifice a real life creature, something living.
And Talia just says, she's like, well, look at this. I mean, clearly this altar's not anything good, but it's for sacrifices. I mean, that's what they're asking for, is a sacrifice. And I think it has to be real. It has to be something alive that we're taking life from.
Oh, well, we can't do that. I'm not killing anything for these crazy people.
One must die!
Yes, I know. And he just sort of shouts up at them.
What if we just keep walking away?
Well,
And I'll
every
go.
time we start walking downstairs, they get really angry.
Well, then we run away. Let's just run down the stairs and try to get away from them really fast. What are they gonna do?
Then how do we get out?
Kill all of us. We did leave the portcullis open.
That's what we did. But how do we leave the house? The whole point of coming down here was to get rid of that thing. Those things. To get out.
They said it was to get rid of a monster. This is not a monster. This is a badly formed cult.
Why is there a cult in someone's basement?
It's a really good question.
Why does this house have a portcullis in the basement?
This is another good question. I tell you what, I could go ask them nicely.
You said we weren't gonna ask them questions.
Well, I know, but I don't see any way out of this. I mean, I could go ask.
Ask them the whole one must die thing. You know, one of them. There's a lot. You know, one less of them.
I will go talk to them. You stay here. And he's just sort of, because you're like, he won't go out of their, like, eye line or anything like that. He will stay and he'll just be like, excuse me? any of you want to talk?
As you step off the dais, the chanting changes.
Oh.
Now they say, "Log off the Decayer! We awaken thee! Log off the Decayer!" And from the tunnel I described to you moments ago, you can hear the shamblings of a creature being awoken.
Okay.
That sounds like a monster to me.
Yes, Talia, I think we found the monster. Oh. And so is this coming up technically from behind them or in front of them?
Sorry.
The monster, is it coming from behind them or in front of them?
It's coming from the tunnel to the south, opposite the portcullis.
Oh, we should have closed the portcullis.
How quickly can we get to it and cut the rope and close it?
And I think it's the opposite side of this room. Right, so the room it's like a big rectangular room, and there's the pillar in the middle that we're standing on, and on one side is the portcullis, and on the other side is a tunnel. Good thing we left the portcullis open because we can run out that way.
Of course, you now also have an alive creature.
Really scary one. Okay, let's go say hello to this, whatever its name was.
You want to say hello to it?
I don't want to say hello to it, I'm using it as a metaphor. And like, he sort of like lifts up his rapier and he's like, because I'm actually going to try and kill it. Because it doesn't sound friendly.
You are so... God, you're so confusing. Okay, yeah.
Talia's gonna unsheath her greatsword and follow Bob down the stairs.
Hey, Sophie, get out your fancy knife.
Yeah! Wait.
Are we ready? Maybe someone else takes Yuri for now.
I mean, you also
Yes, I
have
knew we were-
Suri, right?
No. No, we don't.
Okay, well, if we're going into combat, let's have some initiative then, shall we? I put a picture in your chat for what you're fighting.
Oh,
It's kind of
good.
cute.
It looks flammable.
Let's roll that again. Oh, that's not very good. I rolled a 6. I'm below. Really?
And Talia?
Oh, sorry, I got distracted. 9.
Fine, perfect. So who has the higher of the two of you? It is Bob. So Bob, you have first turn.
Okay. So is this thing coming towards us? Like, can we see it yet?
Yes, exited the tunnel and shambling towards you across this murky water.
Does it look aggressive?
It looks like it's going to try and attack you, yes.
Okay. And he will try and get to it before it gets through and just run towards it. In fact, no, because it's at a distance, he's going to pull out the heavy crossbow and fire.
Okay.
Does a 10 hit?
A 10 does not hit.
Yeah.
Your shot goes wide.
Is it? Right. Okay, and he just starts to reload another one.
Talia.
Is it like up out of the tunnel yet?
Yeah, it's like up out the cut tunnel and sort of like standing in this room. Just as another, kind DM thing, there is more chance for death here.
Yeah. And Talia doesn't have a whole lot of hit points. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do this. Talia You see her sword start to kind of glow. Using her bonus action first. Because she's mad. And this kind of anger is kind of channeling into this sword, and as she seems to keep doing, she accidentally casts something because of how she's feeling.
Love it.
And then she's gonna have to go hit it with her greatsword.
You have a lot of nat 20s. Never mind.
Yeah,
the
but
12
I
does,
didn't use it.
the 12 does not hit. The shambling mound moves towards you, Talia, ready to attack. It is able to make 2 attacks.
That was gonna be a waste.
First attack, does a 14 hit you?
No.
Second attack, does a 26 hit you?
Yes.
Please take 16 bludgeoning damage.
And she's down.
Sophie, your turn. As this creature
Okay.
picks up Talia's body.
So Sophie does not want to get anywhere near it, even though she has a cool new dagger. She's going to take out her short bow and fire at it. Come on. 17 plus 5 to hit.
17 plus 5 will hit.
Sweet. That's 1d6 plus 3. 9 damage! Yes!
9 damage. Your arrow funks into the creature. It doesn't seem to notice.
No! Okay. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh no. For my bonus action, can I actually try to hide Suri?
Where are you going to hide her?
Underwater?
Water. Just weigh her down. Go on.
She's gonna drown.
Okay, you
Spirit
can...
in her. She's not gonna die.
Yeah, sure. Put your unconscious
Alex.
friend underwater. Why not?
Alex
Is
is
she
also
breathing?
miffed.
Like, has she been breathing this whole time?
She's been breathing the whole time.
Oh,
Yeah.
crap.
Alex is gonna be so miffed if she comes back to just a dead floating version of herself.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. I take it all back. It wouldn't work. If I had like a straw, I could like put it in her nostril. And like... I don't have a straw. Oh man.
Every adventurer's
Okay.
kit should include a straw. Just in
Okay.
case you have to hide your friend underwater.
Oh god.
So if that's the end of your turn, we go back up to the top with Bob.
Yeah, Bob, who has reloaded his heavy crossbow again, is going to use a nat 20 after seeing it try and take Talia away and fires. I'm just going to do that for the...
Yeah,
That's
just hit
12
hit that twice, and we'll call that the damage.
Okay. That's 22 damage.
Yes, you do 22 points of damage, and the creature, a small bit, bit of vine breaks off.
And he's just... Have I got have I got anything that I can set this thing on fire with? Like, I'm looking at Sophie to touch it.
It is a creature that looks primarily watery.
But it's got wood and moss.
Okay.
That's the end of Bob's turn.
Next up, then, will be Talia. Talia, with your first death saving throw.
What was the channel policy on the nat 20s on death saving throws?
I think because Strahd is particularly unforgiving, a nat 20 will get you up. on 1 HP. No more actions that turn.
And it still has to go, so it'll just knock me back down.
I do have 2 nat 1.
Yes. Can I use a nat 20 to get up?
Yes. You are up. You fight off that slam damage. Maybe you're just dazed for a little while. You still have 3 nat 20s. Rachel, you have 1 nat 20. I have 3 nat 20s and 2 nat 1s. If only Suri was awake. Suri's got loads of nat 20s.
Okay. And I guess that's it. I mean, she's up.
He's up. The creature... Make me a stealth check. Would you try and, like... If you would try and hide being awake, make me a stealth check. If not, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I don't know where she might try and, like, get around one side of, like, the pillar in the middle, so she's at least out of line of sight.
Well, you are actually held at the minute.
Oh. Yeah, well, I got a 7 anyway, so...
So the creature notices that you're awake. It's going to turn and try and slam you again.
Nat 1.
On its nat 1, it gets confused and drops you.
Oh, good. Wonderful.
Sophie.
Well, you said it looks like it's made of water?
Yeah, it's like really watery looking. It's like mossy and viney and really slimy.
I'm gonna take a wild guess at something. And Sophie's gonna lift up this lantern that she has and chuck it at this thing. Because this doesn't look like normal fire. I don't know.
Okay.
What do you want me to roll for that?
It's a free action. As you throw it at this creature, it hits it and lands in the water. The flame continues to burn underwater. The creature looks down and picks up this lantern, seemingly distracted by it.
Does that mean I can sneak attack it right now if it's distracted?
I mean, you could try to. Are you a rogue?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Bob is full out rogue.
Yeah, we've got a paladin and 3 rogues in this party.
You guys should be able to do a ton of damage if you just get your axe together.
You'd think.
Okay, then I would like to hide then. Sophie's gonna hide. She sees this distraction and she's gonna like dive underwater and try to go towards the podium and like hide behind it.
Yeah, certainly. Bonus action hide. That's like a total rogue thing. Yeah.
All right.
Make me a stealth check. Yeah.
Let's go. Okay. 16 plus my 5 is stealth.
It's good. 21. Nice.
2. Let's go.
Bob.
Bob is trying to just run at it.
Well, you do also have the...
Sneak attack.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so the sneak attack will make that a 18. 8. Lovely. And your sneak attack damage?
That is, hang on.
Should be 2d6 at this level, I think. Or is it 1d6 at level 2?
We've got a 6.
2d6, yeah, you need it. Cool. So that is... Lovely. The creatures may be starting to look a little miffed. Talia, your turn.
Life is really tough, guys. Talia is gonna swing at it. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Okay, would you like to do anything with your swing?
I I mean, I think she's just gonna hit it with her greatsword, because I'm guessing that
Does the smite last?
it's a concentration spell, so I'm assuming getting knocked unconscious doesn't.
Yeah, you've dropped it, unfortunately.
Yep, that was a waste of a spell slot that I could have used for something else. But can she use a nat 20?
Of course you can. Make an attack roll anyway, and we'll use that to roll the nat 20.
I got a nat 20 anyway.
There you go. So roll out that damage for us. Let's see, another 15. The creature is starting to look a little bloodied, maybe bruised, starting to look like it's starting to fall apart a little bit. It turns towards Bob, who has sprung out of hiding to attack it. It's going to slam Bob. Does a 10 hit you, Bob?
10 does not hit me.
How about a 13?
13 does not hit me.
It just sort of like flails around, trying to. Sophie.
Alright. So she's gonna pull out her short bow again. Out of hiding. Lean around the podium and let an arrow out. And
Okay.
you know what? No, I'm not. No, I'm not using it. Just kidding. No mind. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. I don't care that much. This is a 16 hit? Because I rolled an 11 plus 5.
A 16 just hits.
Is this a sneak attack?
Not only is it a sneak attack, Talia and Bob are currently within 5 feet of the creature, so you get sneak attack anyway.
That's right. God, I'm sorry. It's been so long since I played a rogue.
It's all good.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll 2d6 plus 3. That one was a 1. A 4, so 5. 8 damage.
What about your regular bow attack?
Yeah, it was 1. It's 1d6 plus 3, and then with my sneak attack, it's 1d6.
Oh, the sneak attack's also 1d6? Cool.
Yes.
Cool. I thought it was 2d6 level 2. My mistake.
Level 2.
Yeah, you're level 2.
That was another 4. So sorry. My app is it's being weird with
I
the okay.
could
now
be
it
wrong
updates
on that.
you
I'll go and get a citation just to make sure we're following the rule right. But, yeah. Cool. So yeah, you hit the creature. It's starting to look a little bloodied. We go back to the top of the round. Bob.
Bob, now being closer, will pull out his rapier and just attack again. 17. Is it a sneak attack again because they're nearby?
Yes, and you are both right. It is 1d6, not 2d6.
So 8 damage then.
No, it's fine. We won't redact.
That's 13 damage.
Yes, this creature, how does it look? It's not dead, but how does it look as you make it even more bloodied?
Like he's sort of ducked, sort of in the water, tried to slide underneath the creature, round the creature's legs, and just try and swipe across its thighs and ankles to try and tip it over.
Okay. So next in the turn order will be Talia then.
Okay. And she's gonna take another swing. Oh my god.
Swing and a miss.
And that's with the +5 to my attack. Really
Beautiful
bad
rolls.
roll.
Beautiful. Talia, it's still not Talia. Bob, it's still trying to hit you. You seem to be evasive and you're annoying it, so it's like, ah! Does a 15 hit you? You're muted.
A 15 hits me.
Please take 15 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, okay.
And the second swing, does a 26 hit you?
Yes, just.
Another 10 bludgeoning damage. A total of 25 bludgeoning damage.
Bob is down.
Oh. It's sort of being down, you automatically fail the save as it grabs you and picks you up. Sophie!
Hi, my name is Sophie and all my friends are dead. seeing Bob go down, she's really not going to go up to it. So she's going to stay behind the pillar and shoot another arrow, since I forgot to bonus action hide at the end of my last turn because I'm an idiot. Woohoo! Alright.
Bob and Talia are both still within 5 feet, so you'd get a sneak attack anyway.
Ooh. If that hits. 14?
Total of 14 does not hit, I'm afraid. The arrow just goes wide. Maybe you're worried about hitting Bob.
Okay. But she's gonna hide behind the pillar again.
Hide you do. We go back to the top of the round. Did I skip Talia that round? No, you just had an awful roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was it. Bob, please make me your first death saving throw.
Oh god. Oh, and that one.
You get 2 fails. The
That
nat
means
one is only for helping other people.
Okay, I was gonna say, because otherwise that's Bob dead.
Yeah, no. I believe I'm following this right. I'm sure, and let's go and get some citation again. I forget sometimes what's house rules and what's not.
No, you said if
That was for
she
helping someone else. That was my medicine check rules. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I was saying, if someone else helps Siri or helps you using their medicine checks, they get the bonus of being able to add their medicine check proficiency, but there's the chance that they could kill them in one. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So is Bob still being held by this thing right now?
When you make a death saving throw, yeah. So this is player's handbook ruling. When you make a death saving throw and roll a 1 on the d20, it counts as 2 failures. If you roll a 20 on the d20, you regain 1 hit point. So that's
but
canon.
yeah, but didn't you say that Bob had a failure from that second hit already?
Oh no, it just picked her up.
Okay.
She just couldn't save against the
so just
grapple
2
DC.
fails.
Yeah, so you just have 2 death save. You just have 2 failures, Bob. Things are looking pretty dire for you all.
Yes.
Talia, your turn.
And Talia's gonna reach out for that energy again, because bad things later are better than bad things now, and cast Cure Wounds on Bob.
Bob, you regain some hit points.
Yay. I'm not up though, right?
No.
No.
No, wait, yes, you are up, sorry. If you could cast the Cure Wounds, Talia.
9.
You are up with 8 hit points.
He sort of gasps awake, just like, and then looks down at what's holding him. He's like, oh, thanks.
So you're not trying to be stealthy about the fact that you're
No, he's not pretending to get like hide or anything. He's not pretending to be asleep. He's literally just woken up, probably more in shock than anything.
Okay. Cool. So what's next then? You've woken up. You're not making me. You're not making any attempts to be.
Oh, sorry. Is it Bob's go?
No. You're just not trying to be stealthy about the way you wake up.
No,
You're
he's not stealthy at all. If anything, he's woken up and looked it right in the face.
Talia, do you have any bonus actions?
I don't really think there's anything she can do. No.
Okay, cool. So this creature is going to take a hold of Bob in the one hand and slam him into Talia, and that's going to be his 2 attacks.
Can we nat 1 that?
You can nat one of them. Who wants to take who needs the nat 1? Bob or Talia?
I think Talia needs it.
I think we're both screwed.
You're at 1 HP, right, Talia?
Yeah.
Yeah, Talia needs it.
So we'll miss Talia. And the next attack hits Bob.
Well, that's a hit.
Yep, you go back
And
down.
Bob is down.
Bob is down again. Sophie, your turn.
All right. Here we go with another arrow.
You do still have a nat 20, just throwing it out there.
I do, but I got a 21 to hit.
21 will hit, and you still get sneak attack. Everyone's well within 5 feet.
3, 6, and then plus 3. 12 damage.
12, thank you. I wasn't sure if the 6 was cumulative or total.
12 damage.
12 damage total. The creature's beginning to look bloodied. Like, it's starting to shamble. Starting to look a bit, like another quarter.
How far away from me is it?
Probably about 20 feet.
Okay, never mind. Bonus action hide again.
You hide.
Not blame you.
I'm so scared of that thing. Everyone's dying.
Bob, could you please make me a death saving throw? And all around, there's still... One must die. One must die.
Death save, come on. 18.
You have 1 success. Talia, it's your turn.
And she's gonna take a big honkin' swing at this thing using a nat 20.
Okay.
So I think I have 1 left now.
You have 1 left after this one, yes.
Okay. Cause she's mad. She's not playing around no more.
Yeah, we'll use that for damage. Just hit it twice. Okay, so
21.
another 21. That's solid damage.
And she's just like hacking this thing. There is nothing ladylike about this right now.
As you hack at it, you manage to dislodge a load of the detritus around its foot, and it drops to 1 knee. As it does so, it turns to you to swing. Does a 24 hit you?
Yes.
Please take 18 bludgeoning damage.
She's down.
The creature is now looking around and not seeing anyone else. It's going to pick up the closest person, who would be Talia.
Yep.
It can't actually do anything this round, but next round, it can do things. Sophie, this creature's looking very injured. It's on 1 knee.
It's on 1 knee. It's picked up my friend. I'm using my last nat 20 to attack it.
Okay. So that'll be double all dice, including sneak attack dice.
Alright. So, I'm going to roll the dagger, or not the dagger, the bow damage first. That was a 2. 6. Do I do the bonus damage on the...
Yeah, on
'cause
the
it's like
first set.
Plus 3?
On the first set. So you double the dice, but you keep the same bonus.
Oh, okay. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then 1d6. That was another 3. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 19 damage total.
How does this look as the creature goes down?
Yes. Sophie sees the stupid thing picking up her friends, and she's frustrated. Her sister's possessed. She's gotten into like 3 mini fights with Talia. She got into a fight with Bob. She just wants out. She wants everything to be okay. So she just, as loud as a halfling can, comes out from the behind that thing and yells, "What must die?" Just like shoots an arrow at the thing, and tries to just go like, if it had a spot between the eyes, it's where she's aiming. That's where she's aiming.
Okay, you can hit it straight in the eye.
Yeah.
The shambling mound is destroyed, and the chanting just stops abruptly. As soon as the creature is destroyed, the chanting stops.
She's gonna run over to Talia and Bob.
So Bob and Talia, why don't you both make me a saving throw before we get Sophie's hands on you?
What saving? What, just a death save?
saving. Yeah.
Fail.
One fail each. So Bob's sitting on 1 fail, 1 success. Talia's sitting on 1 fail. So at this stage, I guess Talia looks worse off than Bob if you were to do a quick appraisal.
Okay.
If you want to help using a medicine check, it's the same rules as before, unless you have some skill in medicine.
She is not wise. Yeah, she's gonna try her best to help Talia. What she has, like, she's helped Surdy with like scrapes and bruises in their childhood. That's about it. But she's gonna rush over to Talia and just frantically try to help her in some way with my 0 medicine. How's a 17 do?
A 17 gives Talia 2 successes. Talia's condition looks greatly improved. Bob and Talia, could you both please give me a death saving throw before Sophie can make another action?
That's 20.
Talia stands. Bob is looking worse. Bob is on 2 fails.
I think as Talia stands, Sophie immediately grabs her arms and like just like puts them on Bob. Do the thing!
And she has nothing left. I have used both spell slots and all 10 on hands points. But when you say skill in medicine, is like proficiency acceptable?
No, not like proficiency. Like if you've if you can narratively tell me a way that they have had experience healing people and or have some sort of feat, like the healer feat, something like that.
Well, she doesn't have the feat, but like Talia has all these healing powers and this knowledge of healing, and like she had offered to heal Bob beforehand because that's something that she regularly did at her temple.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I've got. But because I have proficiency, I will roll to help Bob because I can't really get a nat 1.
Okay. You roll to help Bob then. So you don't have any spells left, sorry.
No, I have no spell slots left, and I've got no lay on hands points left. I've got nothing.
So if you roll less than a 10 here, Bob will die.
No pressure.
Oh, I have one nat 20 left.
You have a nat 20 left.
I am using the nat 20 and I'm saving Bob. Is going back, and she's like, sits there and tries to like center herself and calm herself down and reach for whatever she can find in herself. And that she knows that power from outside is not coming, but maybe there's something that she's got inside, and she tries to use all of her knowledge to heal Bob.
The whole time Sophie's behind her going, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it.
So you, Bob and Talia, you both rise at 1 HP. Now Talia, I believe you had 1 failed death saving throw?
Yes.
And Bob, so far you've had 4 failed death saving throws. So could you please explain which grievous wounds you took and how they are going to forever be marked on your body?
Well, first of all, Bob doesn't sit up right away. He literally just lays in the water, staring up at the ceiling and briefly looking to Talia and Sophie, who I'm assuming are looking concerned. And he's just like, ow. Like, it's just lets out a really sort of pain sound as he nods to them. And then he tries to push himself up. He's like, and he has to put his hand on his side, where this creature grabbed him and just sunk its hand, like claws or whatever it had, into his left hand side, and there's just a deep wound or like mark or something that's in his side. He just, okay, I'm going to lay back down now, and he just lays straight back down. But thank you. And just sort of closes his eyes for a bit.
And I feel like Talia's wound, because everything's been very slam attacky. I think with all of her being tossed around and thrown in this like dirty water and up against the wall, rather than having a scar that looks like it's from that particular monster, those gashes on her arm clearly are just never going to heal correctly, because she had just wrapped them in like a cloth, and now they're covered in gunk and just like raw and terrible colors, and so she's just always going to have these like gash marks.
So you guys aren't dead, right?
No,
Not yet.
I don't.
Okay.
So, but I heard. I feel like I'm dead or dying. I don't know which one it is.
You know, this is probably a really bad time for this. But the thing stopped talking.
And he just reaches out this, like, he's no longer a tabaxi. He's fallen back into his changeling form, which is probably someone who looked, like I said, about 18, 19 years old. He just pats Sophie on the shoulder and continues to lay there for a second. They can wait. They got what they wanted. And he probably looks quite weird to you, because he's got white skin, white eyes, white hair. He just...
Oh, Sophie hasn't seen Bob straight on like this.
No, literally only Talia has seen it. So his hood has fallen back and everything, so he's just fully white in every way.
Bob, are you, like... Talia, that's different.
Uh-huh. He tries to sort of prop himself up again and really winces as he does. Like, he's only halfway up. He's like, this is what I really look like. Creepy, huh?
You gonna be mad if I say yeah?
No. I have to look in the mirror and think I look pretty creepy. And you can see he's trying to, like, flick and change, but he can't. Right now he's trying to, like, you can see some fur in the ears start to grow, but they sort of shrink back, and the teeth of an orc start to come up and shrink back again as he can't go. He's like, no, I'm going to have to put up with the creepy look for a little bit.
You just match the decor.
I blend into Barovia. Fantastic.
Okay, well, you guys just stay there for a minute. I'm just gonna talk to them.
No, not on your own. No,
Everyone's gone. There's no one in this room.
Oh, never mind. Hello, creepy cult guys.
I mean, wait.
I think they're gone.
Thank God. Oh. And he sort of curls over a little bit and just puts his head between, like, his knees.
Do you guys think that this big thing was the thing they wanted dead?
I don't know.
Maybe they weren't.
I just think I'm going to throw up.
Oh,
I think if there's anything else that they want dead, it's...
They can do it themselves.
Yeah.
Well done, Sophie. I didn't witness it, but I'm assuming
Thank you.
that was you.
Yeah. I did the whole the hide and the shoot, and I hit again and I shot. It was really dumb. It didn't. I mean, my arrows came from the same spot every time. I don't know how to notice.
I
But
think it
my
was distracting.
lantern. Grab the lantern out from the water. Why, Nick? She's gonna like dunk it and then lift it and dunk it and lift it. Why? Why isn't it going out?
And
Alice froze.
I feel like it's a very questioning looking Bob face right there.
I'm not sure if she's froze or if she's just judging all of us. Like,
Bob is judging.
yeah. Well,
Yep.
how about the rest of you?
Oh, there she is.
She's back. Wait.
like, yeah, he's.
Hello.
I can't even remember what I was saying. I could hear you guys, so.
And Sophie's just dunking her lantern over and over again.
Bob is trying to get to his feet.
And Talia's, I think she's like literally, she's got like she's sitting in this water that's like up to her chest, leaning up against like the wall or the center pillar, whatever piece of rock is nearest. And she gets up, but she's like using the wall to like support her as she's.
Now, don't you guys be in any way concerned by this.
Oh no.
Don't be concerned about that at all.
Okay. Bob will finally get to his feet and hold on to his side, keep holding it up. If he's got any sort of like, because I know he had a scarf, if he can get anything and almost whether he's got, I don't know if he has anything. No, he probably doesn't have anything. He was going to try and make a splint basically for his side and just try and wind it round just to hold himself upright in the right position.
Mm-hmm. Well, you guys, it seems like everything down here is settled, but you're still in the house.
Can we
Can
go
we go
now?
down the stairs and not get yelled at by the creepy guys?
They're gone. They disappeared.
So we can go down the
Yeah.
stairs now without them scolding us.
Uh-huh.
I think that's the only logical way. So Sophie would kind of like look at them like feeling very weird in this moment, being the smallest one and holding her lantern like good. Okay.
Where does
Let's go.
Where does
She's floating over by the stairs. I left her over there. She's fine.
Okay. And like if he's floating, he's not got a lot of like strength right now, but he gets his bow out and just hooks her foot and starts dragging her along the stage. Just trying to pull her in the
And
right
I think
That's extra clever.
Talia's. It's just the two. It's the way we came in and then the hole in the wall, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, the hole in the wall is where the monster came from.
Uh-huh. Go check it out if you want.
Yes. She just wants to make sure it's like just a hole in the wall. And she does have dark vision, so she could probably see pretty far into it.
Yeah, essentially it is. It's just a large den. There's a large, like, mound of moss on the floor. It looks like it's been making a bed.
And she's gonna turn and walk through the open portcullis. Because we have to say portcullis a few more times today.
Yes. You may pass through the portcullis.
Bob will follow, slowly dragging.
You can head up. You've got that second tunnel to your left, or you can start heading back upstairs.
We gotta go where we haven't been, fam.
We've got to go have a quick look. I mean, I don't want
Can we-
anything following us up the stairs.
We don't have the energy to kill and stop it either way. Might as well just face it head on.
Oh, we've got a Sophie, and he just like pats like Sophie's shoulder.
thanks, I guess.
Come on then. And he'll pick up, or try to. It's not really a pick up, he can't quite manage it. He just scoops up Suri under his arm and almost uses her like a counterbalance to keep his side up and starts walking into the cave effectively.
Yeah, cool. So you can walk through the portcullis up and then around this passage, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So this passage kinks and turns twice before leading out onto a what looks to be like a prison. The alcoves here are there's several alcoves with sort of like barred doors around. You can see shackles on the walls, bones on the floor. Yeah, it's not a happy place.
None of this is a happy place. This looks nice.
That's a word for it.
I don't think anything is gonna follow us out of here.
But we've been wrong before.
True.
There's one out of here.
And Bob is just listening. Like,
There's no sounds down here.
yep, I'm leaving. And he turns and walks back out of the cave. He just wants to get out. He is so done.
Can I say something slightly retroactively?
Sure.
When we climbed back up the slope to get out of that, Talia wanted to grab the rope.
Oh yeah, you can grab the rope back. Like I would normally assume that you do retrieve your rope, but if you have to go to another place where you can no longer untie it, that's when I'll say, please remove the rope.
Yeah, so like we couldn't have gotten Rachel's because it was holding the door open.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Oh well. Just have to steal rope from someone.
We'll find you another.
And Talia's gonna start very slowly and creakingly working her way back the way they came down here.
Okay, so you can head back through the main room with all these relics that you investigated and Sophie littered. You can head back up the stairs and you find yourself back in a corridor. To your right there are some stairs heading up, and straight ahead there is a spike pit trap. You have not been the way where the stairs go up yet, but you have been.
And Talia's gonna look at that pit trap and start immediately walking up the stairs.
Okay, I think we're taking the stairs.
Yep.
Yeah, as you make your way up these stairs, this leads to a plain corridor with a sort of crossways of paths, so you have 3 other paths to go down. Left, straight, or right?
Bob's
Can
waiting
they-
for Talia more than anything because she's stormed off up the stairs.
Eeny, meeny, tiny,
Can-
catch a halfling.
Can I, like, perception to see if I hear or see anything down either any particular pathway?
Perception for what, sorry?
To see if I can like just hear or see anything unique down any particular direction.
Sure, give me a perception check.
Bob is just waiting patiently with Suri under his arm.
Everything
10.
down here is quiet now.
Can I look at Suri and just check she's okay? What her current state is?
Still dreaming, it seems like. Well, her legs kicking a little bit.
And he's like, oh, okay. Which way are we going then?
Counting between the last two. You are nothing, and you are not it.
Yeah, Talia's
Middle.
just gonna pick one, I guess, and
Middle?
go straight ahead. When she hears Sophie say straight ahead, she just starts walking.
So the room kinks twice and opens out into a large room sort of a rectangle with a domed center in one side. This room is festooned with moldy skeletons that hang in rusty shackles against the walls. Wide alcove in the south wall contains a painted wooden statue carved in the likeness of a gaunt, pale-faced man wearing a voluminous black cloak. His pale left hand resting on the head of a wolf that stands next to him. In his right hand he holds a smoky grey crystal orb. Sophie, you know this man. He was in your dreams last night.
Very visibly, when they walk into that room and Sophie sees that statue, she just kind of goes white and is staring at him.
There are additional exits to the north and to the south.
You okay, Sophie?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah,
You're
she
sure?
kind of like rubs her forehead and then crosses her arms, looks away. Yep, fine.
You don't look it.
Sophie, you haven't made a joke in like the last 30 seconds. This is not fine.
Cool
I
out.
prefer every 10 seconds. Okay. I'm fine. Okay, I had a dream last night too, and he was in it.
This guy?
Yeah, that's the Strahd dude.
Is it?
You know, that's what he said, and he was up on this. I was sitting up on this tall ledge, this cliffside, and I could see Barovia down, like in this valley, and behind me was this big creepy house. I was right by his big creepy house, and he was talking to me about his love being down there, and in the like the mayor having these wards, and he
It's okay.
said he could help Sophie. No, he said he could help Suri.
This is a weird place. But what is that? And he sort of points at the orb in his hand. What is that? Didn't the woman at the old camp have something like that?
Grab it.
Can I sort of go and have a look at the painting and just see if there's anything on it saying who it is or what it,
Unfortunately, it's a wooden statue that's been painted, and it's difficult to make out what the orb is supposed to be. It's just looks like a smoky grey crystal. Sort of like they've painted it white with like grey swirls on it.
That's another mystery we have to solve. Maybe. And that's the only thing in this room, really, is that statue.
Sorry?
The only, like, thing of note, really, in the room is that statue, and then the exits.
There's two other exits, yeah, one north, one south. That's the only real thing in here is the this thing.
And Talia's gonna immediately start wandering towards one of the exits, trying to, like, she's like, okay, we saw that, let's keep moving.
So the northern exit looks like it has stairs going upwards. To the south,
Up is good.
there's just a kink around.
I would like to go up and get that.
Yeah. And up is, like, we're in the basement of this house, so up is the way out in Talia's head, so
How
going
big
up.
is this house? Like, as Bob's like looking around, I was like, why?
How high up was the crystal ball, by the way?
Yeah, it was just high enough, about resting in his hand to his side, so let's say 4 feet off the ground.
As soon as they leave, before Sophie follows them, She's gonna kind of look, make sure they're not looking, and snatch it.
As you put your hand on it, the wood crumbles beneath your hand. The crystal ball crumbles away and breaks. Inside, there is a regular crystal ball.
She'll take it then. Slowly.
It is yours.
Did we hear this wood breaking and like hitting the ground?
It was sort of like a moldy sort of wooden sound. Like this thing's been below ground level for a while. It's damp, so it's sort of more like, you know when rotten old wood just crumbles? It was like that sort of sound. So, Sophie, why don't you make a stealth check? You were trying to hide this from everyone. All you need to do is beat their passives, I reckon.
11. 17? Yeah, I'm good at math. No, 16.
16. Do either of you have a passive higher than 16?
I'm at 12.
Okay. So, yeah, no, you don't hear. Sophie just manages to do all this quite quietly.
Bob will call back though and be like, Sophie, are you coming?
Yeah. Sorry, tying my shoe.
Was she wearing shoes? Like looking at Talia, like, was she wearing shoes?
She's wearing some kind of shoes. I don't remember. You know, whatever.
The staircase ends at a landing with a 6-foot-high ceiling of close-fitting planks with a wooden trapdoor set into it. The trapdoor is bolted shut from this side.
Sophie.
Sophie's like suddenly just like hurries up to them, and she's like shoved this crystal ball like into her bag and just
Are you as good as your sister? And this is 6. You said this is 6 feet up, right? Like the trapdoor is way up there.
Uh-huh.
So she's gonna look at Sophie and be, "Oh, it's only 6 feet. Talia's like 5'8". She's got the arm length for that. She can open it."
Isn't it locked?
From this side.
From the side.
Just
So if we
bolt
come
it.
from the... Yeah, so you can slide the bolt open.
Oh, it's like okay, not like an actual lock thing.
Yeah, this doesn't require any checks. You can just slide the bolt open.
Yeah, Talia's gonna open it.
Cool. You do so. If you are to push it open, you will see one of the very first rooms you visited in this house. The room with the stuffed wolves.
And she's gonna try and climb up. And out.
You
And
are
she's like,
back in that room with the 2 cabinets where you found these crossbows and the wolves. However, there are some slight differences. The windows are bricked up. The chimney is gushing smoke into the room. And everything about the house seems as though it is trying to attack you. The doors are gone. Instead, swinging blades pass through the doors.
I'm assuming we don't see any of that.
Well, if you follow up behind, you soon will.
But Bob's like, Talia, what do you see?
"Nothing good. You should get up here immediately."
Oh, like, and he sort of he passed his fury up and then looks at Sophie and said, "Would you like a boost?"
Yes.
Yep,
Reaches up.
and she just like again grabbing his side and pushes her up a bit.
Oh, feels bad.
And then after that, he will reach up, and you can see him wince, but he's like, "This is fine," and just pull himself up and sort of relax a bit, feel his side, and looks at everything, and just says, "Oh shit, this was not how it before."
What the hell?
As the smoke begins to try and fill your lungs, please make me a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
Ah! 15.
You're safe. 14.
19.
You're all fine. You are coughing, but you're fine. The room is heavily obscured. You can just about see the doorway on the other side with the swinging blades. The wolves still remain unmoving.
This way. Now, like in these sort of scoops up, Syrian starts making for the door.
Now you can
How are
try
you
and
gonna get-
you can try and dive through the door, or you can wait and try and figure out the pattern. If you wait and try and figure out the pattern, you will have to make more Constitution saving throws.
What's the
Talia's
dive
gonna wait.
save?
Sorry.
What's
Talia's
the
gonna
dive save?
Dexterity 15. If you wait, you can make it intelligence instead of dexterity. That's the trade-off.
My intelligence is good.
Yeah, my intelligence is bad.
Oh.
Talia, you look like you just died. like I just
That's like-
killed your character.
Is it a dexterity save?
Well, it's you can make an acrobatics check to pass through, or a save if you're pushed.
Okay, dexterity save.
Yeah.
13.
The swinging blades hit
Are
you.
And you're down again.
Bob,
rolled
what
a
was your
12.
health?
1.
Yeah, you're down. Bob tries to dive through. The blade catches her, and she just falls onto the floor on the other side of the door. Sophie, you also try to dive through. You do have more than 1 health, so please roll me 2d10 for damage, slashing damage from the blades.
Alright. 5 and 8.
That makes you down as well, right?
Yeah.
Sophie, they both fall down. Talia, you're sitting on the other side of the room with Shuri, who still needs to go through this gate. You're on 1 HP. What do you do?
Wow, all this gold is for me?
Talia needs 2 nat 20s. Bob needs 2 nat 20s. and Sophie needs 2 nat 20s. Says Malhadale coming in with some clutch saves for everyone.
Thank you. Because if I had felt that, we would all be down. There would be no. There's. Sorry, I need a second.
You okay?
Talia's already coughing from this smoke. He said it's 2 nat 20s.
2 nat 20s each, yes.
And I need to get Suri through the blades too. Okay. So I'm guessing. So can I try and carry Suri through them, like carry her with me, and use a nat 20 to get through the blades, the two of us?
I'll allow it if Shuri takes some damage. Just 1d10.
How much hit points does she have?
I have no idea, but we'll tell her when she gets back.
Okay.
Let's put it this way. If we hurt her enough while she's away that she only has 1 HP, then fair enough. She comes back with 1 HP. Like, barely alive.
That's fine. We're gonna let Suri take the hit for this.
Cool. Roll the 1d10 anyway, and we'll tell her how much damage she's taken when she gets back. 7. Lovely. And how much damage did she take last week from the spike trip? The same as you, I guess. So like 12 hit points. She's probably at 1 HP by now.
Oh, I'm sure she's down.
We're just like dragging her corpse with us at this point.
No, don't be so pessimistic.
I mean, Barovia will be.
Well, I think that. Oh crap! I think that damage was probably like a failed death saving throw, basically. Because I'm sure she's down.
Let's say if she's got more than 20 HP, she's at 1 HP. If not, then she might have some death saving throw levels, but I'm sure she's fine. So you are now in the main like stairway room. There is another smoke fire in here, billowing black smoke into the room. Bob and Sophie lie at your feet.
I've died so many times.
Bob and Sophie, please make me a death saving throw.
I just have to get above a 10, right?
Just
Yeah.
have to get above a 10.
I'm gonna risk it.
Oh my god!
For a
I
second,
rolled a 9!
Okay, so you both have one fail.
I just need to roll above a 10. 9.
Oh my god.
Talia's gonna use her nat 20 to save Bob.
So
I'm
Bob,
sorry, Sophie.
It's okay.
okay. I feel like your character should lose something. Now you're at 5 wounds. I feel like they should lose something. Maybe an appendage, finger minimum. It's up to you.
Who, me?
Yes.
No, you decide. I've already done the waist thing. I know you're gonna be cruel, but I don't care.
1 arms, 2 legs. One major, 2 minor.
I'm not looking until you tell me what I've got.
Bob, you've lost a foot.
Oh my god!
Talia manages to heal you up using the medicine, but your foot is gone. She's just bandaged it up.
Like, do you mean I have a stump now?
You have a stump, yes.
Yes. I have. Oh my god, I'm a pirate. I've literally got. Ooh,
Hey, you've got that eye patch.
I've got an eye patch. I'm a pirate.
At what point is it cut off? Like the ankle or like the calf?
That's up to Bob. That is up to Bob. I've made the decision. I've made the decision of what's missing. You get to choose how bad it is.
I reckon actually it's probably gonna be mid calf, if it does.
Mid calf.
Mid calf.
That seems easier to find a peg for.
Yeah, I don't just want like the most tiny little peg. Like I feel like that's too much.
Well, you don't have a peg at all at the moment. And this room is filling with smoke. Talia and Bob, can you both please make Constitution saving throws as the smoke hits you?
Oh my god.
Yes.
I mean, that's a death save, but a nat 20 is a nat 20 no matter what die you roll. And the 11 is just good enough for you to also fend off the poison, and you can feel it clinging to your lungs, Talia.
And Talia's gonna like try and cover her mouth with her shirt.
Am I still out? Like knocked
No,
out?
you'll be
You're
up.
up.
Talia, as part of the kit with you, we're going to say you all have smelling salts or something, just to get people up. Sophie, however, is still on the floor. Sophie, please make me another death saving throw. You have new 2 nat... Okay.
We're good. It's fine. I rolled a 14.
A 14. You have 1 fail and 1 success.
Bob has sort of woken up, like really blurry-eyed, and is like, oh, again, like checking his side, and then just looks at his foot and stares at it, and his eyes just start to get wider and wider, and he's just like, and he's looking at Talia, and this is probably the first time he starts to scream. He freaks.
Talia has no idea how to handle this.
Like,
Neither do I.
Talia, where
Breathe.
my foot go?
Breathe. Breathe.
Don't
Breathe.
breathe.
It's-
I am in a smoke, and he just starts like ranting, and he's like, I mean, it was there. It's just not, and he starts like morphing to try and make a foot at the end of this like stump to see if he's like, and he starts like really freaking out, and he can't.
Talia's gonna try and get Sophie up.
You know the rules on them rolls.
Oh, let's see. You don't have any death saving, or you don't have
I
any
have
fails,
one
right?
fail.
They're on
I
1
got
fail, so less than a
Come
5,
on.
and you kill them.
Come on, you can do it.
This is really a lot of pressure.
Do it.
I'm only doing this because Rachel is telling me to.
Yes.
Hey, they only get 1 death saving fail.
I'm not dead though.
Rachel,
This is all you, baby. I'm not rolling for that no more.
you have 2 fails. If you get less than a 10, you die.
If you don't use that nat 20, I'm gonna reach to that screen and strangle you.
It is so tempting not to, though, isn't it? Like,
16.
have 2 fails and 2 successes. Talia is given up administering to you.
Oh,
And 2 feet.
I can't use the nat 20, man. This is exhilarating. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm playing with fire.
Literally.
I am.
Yeah.
Oh. Am I rolling?
Yeah, I guess so. No one else is going to administer to you.
No?
Bob is
All right.
freaking out about his foot.
I am not taking responsibility for your decisions.
No.
Tov, you're up! You're up!
Yeah.
You took 2 failures during that. You're not going to have to lose anything. You're not at 5 yet. But how do these injuries look as this thing has slashed you? What injuries have you sustained?
Oh man. Oh. I feel like since she tried to dive and this thing slashed her, I want her to have just a cool just slash straight across, like her back, like her upper, just across her shoulder blades.
Yeah.
Just like, just maybe going down like the back of her arm a little bit now. And she just kind of like lifts her head off the ground and goes, what the fuck? Oh, and then she sees Bob's stump foot like right there. Oh God!
Like,
What?
he's just screaming. He's looking at you and screaming at you and looking at his foot and screaming at his foot.
Since Bob's screaming at her, she just looks up and goes,
He's just like,
She's back and, ah!
and he's just great. He's like, so is there another door in here?
There's many doors. This is the first place you came to with the top hat and everything. This is the floor where Suri got pulled through. This is the room with the staircase. This is the room with the door that leads to the corridor that has the many paintings and such. And you can see now that that door is replaced by swinging blades. Should you step in front of it, you can see that there is another set of swinging blades leading to the open street. The mists have receded. Just 2 doors to make it through. And you guys can be home free.
Okay, Bob, stop screaming. We can do this.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw up. Nope. No.
Please don't throw up. I
I'm
think that may just tip it. That's
Okay.
do it. No, do not.
Oh,
If you throw up on me, I'm definitely going to throw up on you. Just, no.
how messed up is my bag? It feels
Okay.
really messed up.
It's okay. Like, and he holds out like his hands, his really pale white hands. I promise I won't throw up on you if you don't.
I'm not gonna throw up on you. Okay.
We don't
Okay,
throw up on
okay.
each other, and we're just gonna go to the door now, and
So-
he's gonna start dragging himself.
Take a foot. Oh God. Okay.
So let's just bring Talia.
Y'all made me break into my Halloween candy early because I got a stressy moment.
So let's bring Talia up to speed. Talia, Sophie and Bob are both up. They have looked around this room. They have seen the door leading to the corridor with the paintings that led to the exit. Swinging blades in front of the paintings, swinging blades after the paintings, but the street is mist-free. Exit.
Talia wants to look at the wall and see if there's like a fucking lever or something. Like to stop the blades.
You can make me a perception check. Don't burn your nat 20 on this.
Okay, thank you.
Wait, how many sets of swinging blades are left?
2.
Oh.
15.
On a 15, this is not mechanical damage. Everything seems weird and different. This is the house itself trying to kill you.
Well. Sophie's gonna get up and make her way over to the first set, and she's gonna use a nat 20 to get through them.
Yep, the first set you dive through. As you do, the paintings inside, which had bled down into the ground, if you remember, suddenly the center one bleeds back up. But instead of being the family, Strahd stands there, smiling at you, hand on a wolf's head, other hand carrying a crystal.
Mumbling to herself, if you have anything to do with this, that maybe is turning into a no.
Sophie, no, Sophie's through. Bob and Talia, how about you guys?
Nat 20. Good.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, Nat 20, okay.
What's Suri?
What about Suri? Who's carrying Suri?
I was carrying Shuri. So
Suri
2 nat 20.
will... You're using 2 nat 20s to keep Suri safe as well. Okay. So you're all in the exit room. Now there's only one set of swinging blades between you and freedom.
And we all gotta roll for it.
Well, Talia and Sophie, you both have nat 20s.
Give me my sister.
Did I get more at some point? I thought I
using
used all of mine.
Yeah, no, you were gifted 2. You only used 1. You managed to do you and Sophie in 1, remember?
Yeah, so I used one the last door, and I just used one now.
Oh, yeah, and then you... Hang a minute. Yeah, yep, totally.
Okay, I've definitely used them at this
Yeah.
point. I think I might I used one to save Bob, too, so technically I'm, like, in a negative.
My mistakes are your benefit, so never mind.
Cool.
So everyone except for Sophie has to roll to get through.
What am I rolling again?
But I'm gonna use my nat 20 to get Suri through, and then I'm gonna roll for myself.
Okay, so you can throw Suri through using your nat 20. She just bounces onto the cobblestones, I guess.
We've thrown this poor thing so many times.
We should have kept track so we could tell Alex exactly what we did there.
Oh, I know what I've done to her. We've thrown her like 4 times.
Okay, let's see these rolls then for you guys to get out.
What am I rolling? Sorry.
Is it
Dex,
still a dex save?
Dex save, unless you want to take the time to investigate it.
15.
Bob dives through. Bob gets clear.
20 total, not natural.
Bob dives through. Sophie dives through. Talia, you get caught.
No.
Bob turns back.
You're gonna land on the other side of the door, but Kelly, what happens to Talia before she lands on the other side? She's gonna end up unconscious. What happens?
So I think at this point, like, she doesn't make it, she's like, it's almost like she tried to time it, and then she got nervous and screwed it up. And I think, like her arm or something gets caught.
Ooh. How bad is it?
I think she's not like missing part of it, but it's like ribbons all the way, like the skin is peeling off sections.
Oh yeah, so like maybe one of the swinging blades went all the way through and then came back again, lifting this
Yeah.
massive chunk lifting. Oh, so you all land outside. The house immediately calms down and returns to a normal house. The mists seem normal around the night air. Suri and Talia lay unconscious on the floor. Sophie and Bob, you are standing there looking at the mess that was the death house and the price of surviving it. And that is where we're going to wrap up today's session. You've all hit level 3!
Oh my god.
Do you know what? Level 3 is not worth it.
And I saw it questioned in the chat earlier. No, it does genuinely say endings. Keep track of initiative. I'm supposed to make you roll initiative so you can go through the house in initiative order, but I decided not to. Once they escape the house, they advance to 3rd level, and the house does no more harm to them. So everything in that house was aimed at level 2 encounters. That wasn't me being mean. Strahd is harsh, y'all.
Guys, we should have done a lot more running away.
Oh my god.
How are we all feeling?
I get
Tired?
spells now.
Yeah, I'm tired. Like, can I go to bed now? Like,
I think it's funny that I had Talia break down into hysterical laughter, and that's basically where I'm at right now. That's how it is. I'm literally. Talia's been. Is she down right now?
Yeah, she's down. She's down right now.
So that's the 4th time.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's called Death House, I guess.
Oh yeah.
We did survive.
You did.
We are all alive.
Yeah.
Barely hanging on, but we are all, in fact, alive.
Except for Bob's foot, Sophie's finger. And who knows, Talia, maybe you might be worse than you think. We haven't done your death saves yet. We'll find out next week. Okay, everyone. Why don't we go round? Let's do our
On the plus side, I get more spell slots, so I can heal more people now.
Yay!
We need it.
I'm literally not going to do any spells besides cure wounds for the rest of the game.
Yeah, can Paladin take the life cleric thing? Can they? So let's go round. Since yes, Nealix, spirits are supposed to come out when you grab the crystal ball, but I figured since they had already defeated the thing in the dungeon below, I'd leave anything that wasn't the house attacking them. I knew it was going to be a bit clutch towards the end, and we were running out of time, so teehee. Yeah. Let's go round in reverse order this time. So Talia, you did the recap for us and everything. Oh, hey, how are you doing? What was your favorite bit? Where can we find you online?
I don't know. I really liked when she was fine and she was awake in the beginning. Honest, my favorite part was when I realized that there was that dang wheel on the wall to open the portcullis. That was my favorite part of the whole thing. I was like, really? We just did all of that? And we could have just spun the wheel on the wall.
I like to think that's sort of like the mantra of your party at the minute.
We threw the halfling over the pit and we could have just walked down to the bottom.
It was only a 5-foot pit. You guys could have jumped it without a check, you know? Like I don't know why Bob decided to throw like Sophie, but you did, you know? Like.
Look, Bob is not a logical person, okay?
I don't think we're like mentally prepared for Barovia. I don't have really high hopes on us all making it through to the end. Yeah, that was my favorite part. Anyway, I'm Hey Kelly Lane on Twitter. You can find me here doing this, whatever this was. And right now that's the my primary location is here, but if you are interested in watching me play other things, they occasionally pop up, and I try to keep my schedule updated on my pinned tweet on Twitter. Also, me and my two best friends have put together a cosplay collective. You can follow us on Twitter at Queens Nerdcraft or us on Instagram at Queens of Nerdcraft. There we go. That's my spiel.
Fantastic. And you might also catch Kelly here on the 17th of November, 5 p.m. EST, right, Kelly?
Yes. I didn't know if that was spoilers yet or not.
No, you can spoil. Go for it. Like, yeah, it's your time to shine.
I am DMing for the first time ever. Not even, I've never done it even in person. Live on Scratch channel on the 17th. For a one shot. So.
Gonna be amazing. I have no doubt. So next around, we'll go to my wonderful wife and headmistress of the academy, Alice. Oh, hi, Alice.
We threw Suri so many times.
Thank God she's a halfling.
Literally, my favourite scene from today was that Sophie and Bob just had no hesitation of throw Suri, and then we used her as a float. I have the image in my head that she starfished, like passed out, being just like dragged around with us. We were not gentle. She got hit with a blade. She got like if she's alive by the end of this, I feel like Madame Gandalf's going to come back to just a dead character, which she entrusted us with. She's gone 2 weeks, and so much damage has happened to her character. It's unreal, basically. No, but yeah, I love this, and it was so intense, which is good. I really liked it. I really, really liked it. But yes, I'm Alice, or White Rabbit Pick on Twitter. I am, if I'm not playing on this channel, I'm probably DMing on the channel. I run 3 games a week, including one of our viewer games. And when I'm not doing all of that, I am a photographer. So yeah, there you go.
Fantastic. And last but most certainly not least, hey Rachel.
Hello. Oh, okay. I feel like every single week, my favorite moments just happen to be Sophie and Bob doing stupid shit. But I really just visually the moments of like, you know, when Talia and Sophie were looking at just like those relics and stuff. And like, it's like Bob just had this sense like in his head that Sophie was just touching stupid shit and just turned around and told her not to take the dagger. And Sophie just stared at him like that shitty, like
the chill child
look. Shoved something off a counter, except she just took it and put it in her pocket. So and then the mutual screaming at each other, just that was those two were my favorite parts. Definitely, but what a session. So much death.
So much death.
Oh my god, our characters are gonna need so much therapy after this. But my name is Rachel, or OBaby190 here on Twitch. You can find me at OHBBY190 on Twitter, and I'm a variety streamer. And tomorrow's actually my 4-year sub button anniversary, and I'm gonna be dressed up as Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service on stream. So I've got a wig and everything. I'm super excited. So yeah, that's me. Yeah.
It's gonna be so cool. I can't wait to check that out. Thank you so much, you guys. Like you say, so much death, so much destruction, so much fun. You know, like I say, I wish this was all my own devising. It's not. I'm hiding behind the book. I'm playing the book verbatim. This is how the Lord Strahd intended it to be, and it's magnificent. But me, if you're new to the channel, these are my social links. You should check out our Discord. It's a fun community place where you can come and talk to an inclusive community safely about TTRPGs, D&D, and all the other fun stuff. Twitter, if you want to get into a game, send me a DM on Twitter and I'll get you a game. And if you want to catch up on this series and all our other series, you can find us on YouTube. We are full time, so we've got an awful lot of shows to catch up on. Let's see what else we've got. We've got Patreon. There is exclusive There is exclusive content and non-exclusive content on our Patreon. So we have things like exclusive voice lines and things like that, but also some free articles on there written by Archmage Derek and Rene. So very worth checking those out. What else? We've got some merchandise you guys can go and check out too, including if you guys want to see merch of this from this stream, send me the art and I'll make it into a shirt. That's how that works. So, you know, if someone wants to make a short cartoon of someone ragdolling Suri out of a door with a swinging blade trap swinging, that can be on a t-shirt. I'm just saying. What else have we got? We've got sponsors. We've got Bird in the Storm Publishing. They are a 100% for charity sponsor. All of their merch goes to charity, and in January they'll be bringing us some new content, so check them out. We also have Mage Hand Press, who they have made a 5e reskin set in space, which you can check out on Thursdays at 1 PM EST here on this channel. That is everything from me. Our raid calls we've had suggested, if in doubt, throw the halfling, and the other one I think suggested was that poor bloody halfling. Yeah, what do we think, players? Which one do we prefer?
Oh, I got the pumpkin chucking halfling edition.
something that
That or literally just
Like-
gonna be hashtag screaming.
We do the halfling. Well,
Halfling, like that.
you're gonna have to toss me. You're gonna have to toss me.
No one tosses a halfling.
I don't know. I'm half of the, I use my nat 20 to toss my lifeless sister's corpse through this door. Yeah, too long. Shame, really. Shame.
I like, if in doubt, throw the halfling.
Yeah, let's go back with that. I like that too. So, if in doubt, throw the halfling. So there we go. There it is in text. Here it is with the Scrat hypermotes. The rule with the Scrat hypermotes, if you the rule with the Scrat hypermote is pop it if you've got it. That's a bit of a tongue twister. No worries if you haven't got it. Today we are going to go across and we are going to go and raid our good friend Laugh Love Lindy, who is playing some more spoopy horror games. Yeah, so let's go and check that out. Like I said, we are full time. Monday to Thursdays we are streaming 1 PM, 6 PM, and 10 PM EST. Fridays we stream 1 PM EST over on the Greyhawk channel, and every other week 8 PM EST on Friday here playing Lady Blackbird. This week is our week, so it is on this week. I look forward to seeing that spammed in Lindy's chat. Guys, what an amazing game. We'll see you next week. Keep on evoking emotions. We'll see you later. Bye!